The wait is over. The NFL draft is here. It's time for future stars to be born. It's all going to start tonight. It's all going to start right now on the Pick Is In Draft Show. Let's get this go out. Oh, goodness gracious. The wait is over. Welcome in to the Pick Is In Draft Show. It's a year in the making. I'm going to be one of your hosts for this evening. Got a lot of jobs when there is this much work to be done for a draft show. My name is Keith Brugman. I'll be chiming in. You'll hear my voice from time to time, but you'll hear the rest of these guys as well. I'm going to send it right off to the side of me and say hello. And you should all say hello to Mr. Kenny Kirkpatrick. Kenny, how you doing, my friend? On the East Coast.
A little salute for the Bronco fans and a big happy draft day to all 31 other teams in the NFL in the country and all the countries watching. It's going to be a fun time. Giants fan here. Excited for my Giants fans that come in the audience. We got two, not one, but two top 10 picks. So let's go. About 2 hours away from who we find out who the Giants are taking at 5. And I'm excited, Keith. Very excited. So let's go.
You should be excited, man. Two top 10 picks. Trevor, he's kind of rubbing it in our face as Broncos fans. We aren't sitting with too many picks. We might be sitting around till day 2 before we really start talking about Denver Broncos. But, man, the detail, the work that has went in, that doesn't stop, man. You guys have been all about 32 teams now for quite some time, doing mock drafts. I know you're dialed in. Welcome to the show tonight, man, my friend.
Yeah, this is the Super Bowl of the offseason. I've said it for a while now. I mean, this is all these mock drafts, different scenarios being thrown out there. This is what it's leading up to, what we're going to see tonight. And there's a division rival that it could possibly be a big trade tonight that's a little bit more surprising than maybe what people think. Just got some news not too long ago. So we'll see if it pans out the way I think it might. But we'll break it. We will break it as soon as it breaks as well. But no, looking forward to getting to the draft and different scenarios tonight. It's going to happen. There's a lot of wild information out there. There's smoke. There's fire. We'll see what happens. We'll see what exactly ends up happening tonight in the first round. But yeah, Keith, Broncos have the night off. There's no moving in the first round for them. They've made that clear.
Oh, come on. Surprises. You never know. Heck, you were just talking about surprises. Maybe Mendoza's not going to be the first pick, at least not by the Raiders. I'm just saying. That'd be wild. That would be a wild way to start it. Kenny, all the research we've been doing, it's been fun, man. What are you, I don't know, what are you expecting in this draft? Any surprises? Any trends? What jumps out in your mind as we're getting warmed up, ready to go for the first pick, not that far from now?
Great question, Keith. And I think we're going to see a team, and I'll call this team out because we did it on our Pick Is In mock draft show. I think you're going to see a team have multiple trades in the first round. And that team, the Arizona Cardinals, are going to make more than one trade, at least 2 in the first round. There's my hot take for when the draft starts, everybody. So Cardinals, 2 or more trades in the first round.
I like it, man. Kenny calling it out. Big. I think this could be a big trade type of scenario in this draft. I could see teams maneuvering just small amounts. I was on the air last night just talking about this. Team wants to move up 3 spots. They want to move up 5 spots. They want to move up 8 spots. I can see that happening. I don't think you're going to see massive jumps, but I think maneuvering can certainly happen.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're one of those massive findings could be happening. Keith, I do want to mention this. George Pickens has signed the franchise tag. So now that will make him available for a trade if that happens. So it's coincidence that happens on draft night. Look for the Cowboys to be aggressive tonight in the draft, possibly trade up, maybe possibly George Pickens. There's been rumblings that they're looking at also at a young wide receiver, Sonny Styles, possibly if he drops in this draft class, and maybe even RFL Reese. But we'll see. I think the Cowboys are going to have an aggressive night.
Boy, that does change a lot of things. That changes a lot of things pretty quick. That was the news before. Just broke that he was not signed to a franchise tag, and they weren't planning on signing to a long-term deal. Now, signing that franchise tag, like you said, really does maneuver it to a position where they could be pretty aggressive in this draft, moving players, moving picks, moving around. It'll be fun to watch. Sorry, I'm just doing some adjusting on my screen.
I can hit the chat if you want, Keith, for you.
If you don't mind, I'd appreciate
absolutely.
it.
Absolutely. First and foremost, first comment of the Pick is In draft show coming from Ernie Mays. Go Broncos country only. Hello, Keith and Trevor and Jody and Kenny. Hello, Ernie. Always great to see you. Thank you for supporting us all here at Rocky Mountain Sports Network. Ernie, you've been hanging out with us with the mock drafts. You've been waiting for 62. You're going to wait for 62 tonight into tomorrow. It's going to be a long night, my friend, but hang out with us. We're going to have some Bronco questions and some fun stuff as well along the way. And maybe the Broncos do make a splash tonight. We'll see, Ernie, but thank you for hanging out with us, and it's going to be a fun show tonight. Everybody, Phil McLaughlin coming in with 100 stars. Keith and Trevor, clap it up for Phil. Happy draft day, Keith, Rocket Man, and Kenny. We got Jody coming on in a few minutes. Phil as well. Surprises are sure to happen. I just gave you mine. Trevor, Keith, do you have any surprises in the first round?
I will say I think my biggest faller in this draft. I'm going to go give my biggest faller right now to Caden Proctor. I think he's going to go a lot later, might slip out of the first round. I mean, for a guy that plays offensive tackle, that's my hot take. That's my hot take. Big faller, Caden Proctor. That's my guess. How about Trevor, man? I want to get his as well.
I'm just going to say this right now. The Giants better be ready to make a pick at 5 and take a playmaker, because it's going to be, for me, I know this is a little bit of a bold pick for the Giants, but I think they're going offense with the 5th overall pick. I think it's going to be Love, Tyson, or Carnell Tate. Either one of those three are going to be the Giants' first pick at 5. One of those three, I should say, because they will not be available at 10 when they're going to be picking. So Giants want their playmaker. It's going to have to be at 5. I fully expect them to go offense with the number 5 overall pick.
Absolutely. Keith, I got some more hellos coming in. Our good friend from down under, good morning. He got up. He said, I'm going to hit that alarm clock. I'm going to get up bright and early for this draft. Even though my Broncos don't have 62, I want to see my good friends Keith, Trevor, Jody, and Kenny and hang out. And Glenn, we are so glad you're hanging out with us. We appreciate you, all the support you give us, and all your draft knowledge. Love what you bring to our shows. Good morning, Kenny, Keith, Trevor, Posse, and Juicers. Happy draft day. Coming in, everybody's friend, Michael Ronquillo. Good evening, Keith, Kenny, Trevor on the Pick is In draft show. Go Bo Broncos, blue and orange hearts. But you know what? He's also saying go Giants with some blue and white hearts for yours truly. And he's also sending us everybody's friend, Michael Ronquillo. Thank you so much. Truly a supporter of all our shows on Rocky Mountain Sports Network, and even comes over on my other network, K&K, and hangs out with us when we're doing some Giants stuff when he can. When there's a Broncos show that's not on, you'll see Michael hanging out with us talking Giants. So appreciate Michael. Appreciate all of you, Glenn, Ernie, Phil, everybody who's come in early to start the pregame show before the draft has come in. A couple more comments, and then maybe I'll throw another question at you guys. I'm going to stay to the end. Go Broncos country only. Ernie, I'm holding you to it because if the Broncos do not trade in the 7th round, they have Mr. Irrelevant and Mr. Irrelevant for 56 and 57. So the last 2 picks in the draft, Ernie, you're really going to hold you to it, my friend. Stay to the end. Got 2 picks at the end of the draft coming for the Broncos. Love it. And then Michael coming in. Let's hit this one as a question, Keith and Trevor. There are rumors that teams are calling the Arizona Cardinals for pick 3 in the draft, 2026 draft. I'll turn it into a question. Who do you think a team could be calling? Because I just said that's going to be my team that trades twice, at least twice in this first round. Keith, you got a team that could be calling for number 3?
Oh, it's a team you know very well, my friend, and it's a team I've been talking about. In fact, Skip Bayless stole my thunder and tried to put it out there as well, I guess. But I think the Giants could be taking the 10th and the 5th and moving up to the 3rd and taking Jeremiah Love.
Wow.
That's my prediction, man. So that's one team that could be in the mix.
I got one, but I want to go to Trevor first and see. I got two. So I'll take the one you don't take, or I'll mention both teams that I have in mind.
I have 3. I have the Saints, who will be looking to possibly move up for a pass rusher. One of David Bailey or Arvell Reese. If they drop to 3, that is a money spot for teams to possibly move up. The Cardinals are actually in a really good situation at 3 to possibly move back. They could capitalize on a team really needing a pass rusher, a desperate team needing a pass rusher. I'm going to say Saints. Cowboys, I'm going to throw them in the mix. And then I'm going to throw in another team. Just completely forgot the team. The Chiefs. How can I forget the Chiefs?
Yeah, that's
Chiefs. The Chiefs are another one that could be possibly moving up. I'm not buying that too much right now because they've got a lot to address, and they have 2 first-round picks. I do not think they want to part with 2 first-round picks, though, in this draft, as they have multiple holes that they need to fill.
Yeah. Multiple needs. Cardinals are in a prime position. We've done mock drafts, Keith and Trevor. Trade back, you still got Francis Maniawa at 9, and you trade back, and we did a couple more moves in that draft, and they got an overhaul of talent in this draft, and it's the money spot, like Trevor said at 3. I want to get a couple more hellos in, guys, and Keith, I can continue to take over for the pregame show because I'll be doing the regular show hosting, or if you want to take over, it's up to you, my friend.
No, man, you're rolling, buddy.
You're
rolling.
I'm on a roll. Let's go. Good friend Graham coming in. Good to see you guys again. While the Broncos don't have a pick in the first round tonight, he's watching that Avalanche Kings game. Graham does some good work with the Colorado Avalanche. If you're a hockey fan, Graham, Mile High Sticking, I believe. If I said that wrong, milehighsticking.com, I think it is, Graham. Just let us know, and we can share that for you. Talking about everybody's friend, another true friend, Mr. Patrick Wiltsey coming in saying, aloha, horseman. Aloha, Patrick. Patrick, a 6-hour difference from me, 4-hour difference mountain time zone, but he's going to be watching the draft, and Bronco fan, not invested tonight, but little spoiler, we may get to see Patrick tomorrow night when the Broncos are picking later on in the night. We may have Patrick tomorrow night. We're hoping we can make that work, and Patrick can join us. A little spoiler for our friends that all love Patrick and Lion Coffee. Go check out lioncoffee.com. Patrick keeps us all caffeinated here on Rocky Mountain Sports Network, and we truly, truly appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Glenn coming in. I'll ask Trevor first on this one. Mm-hmm. What is the first trade?
I think bingo, you hit it on at number 3, the Cardinals. If they get the offer that they want, they will absolutely move back and try to target somebody else down the board. But keep in mind, and I don't know if I'm not really buying this, if they're going to possibly take Jeremiah Love at 3 if they stick and pick. But I would say the draft for me starts at 3 with the Cardinals because that's the biggest wild card. Who moves up to 3? We know probably what they're going to take. One of the 2 edge rushers, either Arvell Reese or David Bailey, whichever one's left over. But I think that's the first trade of this draft is the Cardinals at 3. And honestly, for that organization's sake, they need to be trading back to get more picks, Kenny. We've done these scenarios multiple times. They're not just a Jeremiah Love pick away from being in contention.
Glenn answered his question. He said, my prediction, Bailey goes and someone trades for Reese, just like you said. Keith, you got a different answer? You want to go similar?
I want to go with what Michael Ronquillo said. I could see the Dallas Cowboys trading up to the into the top 10, get their edge rusher if they need, get a guy like Sonny Styles. Yep. I think the Dallas Cowboys are the mover in this one. First trade would be them moving up.
Wild card for me, if for some reason the Cardinals cannot make a deal, my wild card is the Commanders. They do not have a lot of picks in this draft. They're picked 7. And I'll make a bold prediction. I did it in our little group chat. The Dolphins need a playmaker. The Dolphins move up from 11 to 7 and get either Carnell Tate or Jordan Tyson. One of those wide receivers are left on the board. They get their future playmaker. And at 11, the Commanders still get Mansour Delane. There's my bold prediction. If the Cardinals don't make a trade, that would be my first trade for you, Glenn. Hope you like our scenarios there. Graham coming in. I have a very strong feeling the Titans will target Jeremiah Love. In fact, I would be surprised if they didn't. Thoughts on that, Trevor?
I think they're considering multiple players there. Here's the thing with the Titans. It's Love's in play. Sonny Styles is in play because Robert Salah values Sonny Styles as possibly a Fred Warner type for his defense. Also, if one of the pass rushers like Reese or Bailey makes it to 4, the Titans are running that card up to the podium, and they're going to take one of those pass rushers. So those are a couple players are in mind for the Tennessee Titans. I will say, Kenny, I want to throw another team out there really quick from your last question. Keep in mind the Cleveland Browns to possibly move back from pick 6 as well, as they might be looking to get more picks. They love Caden Proctor, the tackle as well from Alabama. So keep in mind it's another team to take a look at when it comes to trading back. We could see up to, I think, 3 trades in the first round.
I think you're right. I like that. Let's say hello to Keith Stober. Keith Stober coming in. What's up, Keith? He's saying Dallas would be the first trade. Good to see you, Keith. Hope all's going well. Glenn saying, got a lot of comments coming in. Glenn saying if the Giants trade back, Miami, Dallas could be in Miami, Dallas. I don't know if we would trade with Dallas.
No.
Ernie saying we got our man Waddle. That's an A for me in the first round. Mm-hmm. And Keith saying good evening. The excitement in the building. Can't wait till tomorrow.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Can I throw a surprising pick out there that's maybe not been mentioned quite yet? Mm-hmm. I think Rodriguez, the linebacker, I think he goes back into the first round tonight. I think he ends up being a first round draft pick and probably disappoint Bronco fans, but I think that's the sense that I've been getting is he's definitely in play for those teams in the back end of the first round.
You have any names, Keith, that may crack the first round?
Oh boy, could crack the first round. Wouldn't it be crazy if someone like Ty Simpson cracked the first round?
No,
it's no. Honestly, I kind of talked about it a little bit last night. I'd be surprised if Rodriguez didn't go top of the second round, and to that matter, if someone's really in love with him, very end of the first round. I mean, the more you watch Rodriguez, the more I like what he does, and I don't think linebackers you can pile up enough, especially when it comes to ones like him. So that'd be mine.
Graham's got a good question. And I'll answer as an NFC East fan, but he wants to know who are the top guys you don't want the other AFC West teams to draft. Stinks that the Chiefs have 2 high picks, and I'll play as a Giant fan with the East, NFC East. Trevor, why don't you go first?
I mean, if he lives up to his potential, starts at 1 with Mendoza. I think he's definitely one of those close enough to blue chip quarterbacks in this class. Again, that's his potential. That doesn't mean he's going to hit it. That's just his potential. But talk about something you're going to have to deal with for multiple years to come. Add Mendoza to that arsenal of quarterbacks in the AFC West. I mean, that's going to be tough if he hits with the Raiders. But Chargers, It's hard to see what the Chargers are going to do. I would say defensive line. I mean, expect them to try to bulk up. K. McDonald from Ohio State could definitely be in play there, for them. Chiefs, I think the Chiefs are the biggest wild card because you don't know what the Chiefs are going to do in the AFC West. Like, they've got multiple first-round picks. They got pretty much all their picks in this. I mean, day 2, day 3. So them having multiple picks is scary because they can do so much with it. Wouldn't be surprised if they try to move up as well. For Arville Reese, we've already talked about that a little bit. Mansard Delane's going to be in play for them down the board too. Expect him to be there. They really need to. Andy Reid also wants to really fix up that offensive line, so don't be surprised if they go O-line first with their first pick. But so many different ways that Chiefs can really go in this draft. Obviously, the Broncos not having a first-round pick, I don't expect them to move back. It's going to cost way too much for them to get back into the first round. So the Chiefs are really the wild card team in the AFC West.
I'll go to Keith in a second, and I'll get back to the comments. For me, it's simple. Delane for the Commanders, Delane for the Cowboys. For the Eagles, it's a little different because it's further down the line. I could just see them getting lucky and getting Kenyon Sadiq. I don't want to see Kenyon Sadiq on the Eagles. So those are my 3. We got our secondary needs. It's not the best in the league, so I don't want to see other teams improve there. Let's get some hellos in. Keith, why don't you give us yours? But let's say hello first to Albert Mile High Dutchy coming in saying, howdy y'all. And the Broncos pick is on the Broncos pick is the 30th in the first round. Best pick of them all, Jalen Waddle. So you got Jalen Waddle for the 30th pick, is what he's saying. Keith, I'll let you go, and then I'll get back to the chat because we got more people coming in.
Yeah, I'll just go rapid fire. I agree with Trevor. Mendoza, I think, is going to be a problem. We'll talk about it probably pretty quickly once the draft gets started here, and we can talk about that more. But a big addition to the AFC West. When it comes to the Chargers, I'm going to go to the name that you just talked about for the Eagles. I think if Kenyon Sadiq ends up being a Charger, that could be something formidable for the Chargers and something that could be something that we'd have to reckon with in the near future. And for me, for the Chiefs, I'm going to go Reuben Bain Jr. I think getting an edge rusher like that and having to contend with a guy like that could be something that we could have to be worrying about even quickly next year. So Reuben Bain Jr. when it comes to the Chiefs.
Couple hellos coming in. Mr. Mills, Happy New Year? ? It is almost like it's like New Year. This is our Super Bowl of the off season.
It's like Christmas. Open up all your gifts.
Yeah.
See what you got. We don't know.
Thoughts on this, fellas? Let's trade for Kyle Pitts. Paul's a Broncos fan, so I'll ask Keith and Trevor since they're Broncos fan. Yes or no? Trade for Pitts, Keith?
I mean, the nice thing is it does represent a future, and you kind of have some tape on exactly what he is in the NFL and what he can be. Do you want to take that risk? Is it worth giving up that number 62 and probably a little of additional more, would be my guess, in order to get that all done? I would put it on the temptation block. It's not a great tight end class. It's deep, but it's not great. And Kyle Pitts was once a top 10 pick. So I don't know. I hate to say yes or no, but it would certainly be on the temptation pile.
It's a hard pass for me. Trevor?
Yeah, and I mean, just think about what you're giving up, though. Like, the temptation's there, but just think what you're giving up from a contractual standpoint. You're going to have to pay Kyle Pitts after one season, and you're giving up a lot of flexibility of who you possibly take at 62 or possibly move up. So you trade 62 for Pitts, it's really all in on 1 year because you don't know what's going to happen after that. But and then you don't have another pick till the 4th round. That's hard to ask to have a successful draft class if you are trading for Kyle Pitts. I'm hard no on Kyle Pitts. I let another team overpay him. And I still don't know if I buy the Falcons completely shopping him. Like, what weapons do they have? They lost Darnell Mooney in the offseason. You have Drake London and Bijan Robinson. What else? So I just don't completely buy that Kyle Pitts is going to be moved.
I want to say hello to one of my close friends growing up, Mark Calderio, coming in, fellow Giants fan. Let's do this. We got a lot of people coming in with a lot of comments. We know each other. We know a lot of our audience, but some people may not know each other. Write down in the chat the team you root for, everybody, if you don't mind. Giants fan here, 2 Bronco fans next to me and below me. So everybody in the chat, please do that if you don't mind, so we can have some fun as the draft is approaching. As Michael alluded to 2 minutes ago, 17 minutes to the draft, but it's 15 now. QB Easy coming in. Hey, guys. Hope the Titans trade down to get more picks. QB's a Bronco fan. Thought he was a Titan fan there for a second. Threw a little curve at me there, QB. I would not mind the Titans trading down as well, because that would mean most likely we got a really good chance at Jeremiah Love for Giants, if that's the case. So Titans trade down, get more picks is not out of the question. I wouldn't call that out, guys. And Trevor, why don't you hit this up? We've been on for about 45 minutes. Paul's saying Broncos, like and subscribe, but why don't you share with everybody, tell them what we got going on and, like and subscribe, why they should like and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, and QB Easy, I remember that name in the comments. I think it was our last show, Kenny, that we did for the Juice. So I recognize that name. Thank you for tuning into the show and for subscribing and everything. Really appreciate it. But no, this is Rocky Mountain Sports Network. This is our NFL Pick is In 2026 NFL Pick is In draft show, I should say. We're going to have full 3 days of coverage from the first round all the way to Mr. Irrelevant on round 7. So please tune into our show. Every pick analysis, from pick to pick, so we have prizes to give away. Special guests coming on starting tomorrow. So please, if you enjoy what we do, like, share, and subscribe. It's free, and you can catch us whenever we're on. We're also going to be on. Kenny and I are going to be on post draft. We're doing our final NFL Pick is In mock draft show finale. We're going to be recapping all the players in the draft and kind of giving our analysis, kind of just giving our final episode of the Pick is In mock draft show. No mock drafts, of course. Keith's giving me that weird look right now. No mock draft shows for next year, Keith. I promise. This is recapping the draft from this past year. We feel like we want to give everybody who tuned in a final show for this year. And then you can catch us with the Juice Tuesday, 8 p.m. Mountain Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Denver Bronco Roundup, you can catch on Wednesday, 8 p.m. Mountain Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Then you can catch Keith and I Saturday for Denver Bronco Roundup, 8 p.m., 10 p.m. 8 p.m. Mountain Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Keith's giving me the eyes right now. And so that's all of our content we've got. We'll be adding some more shows down the line possibly, but really appreciate everybody joining in. We really have grown a lot over the last year, and it's amazing to see it.
And I remember Mr. Mills, the pirate, gave it away. Fan of the fighting Aaron Rodgers. Let's go Steelers. Ty Simpson, Mr. Mills, would you be happy if he's a Pittsburgh Steeler tonight? Let me ask you that question, and then I'll ask my 2 co-hosts a similar question. Where will Ty Simpson be drafted? If not, it doesn't have to be tonight. It could be tomorrow. But who will Ty Simpson be playing for in 2026? Trevor.
Cardinals.
No thank you from Mr. Mills. He does not want him on the Steelers.
And I'm going to say real quick, by the way, where I'm going to say he's going to be picked at. I've heard top 10, but I think that's a big reach for Ty Simpson. I'm going to say back into the first round tonight. Okay.
And Keith, how about you?
Got to give a mile-high salute to my friend who popped on the screen first. But that being said, I almost don't want to answer. The only reason being is because the guy next to me over here is the guy who said it first. I think he's a New York Football Jet. And I think it's right in the middle of the first round. What do they have? Like the 16th pick? I can't remember. I don't have my list for all of them, but yeah. I'm thinking that's where Ty Simpson goes.
Couple agreeing with Trevor. Michael is agreeing. And QB Easy's agreeing as well. Before I get to Jody, my friend Mark saying, "Hey Kenny, hope the Giants will pick Styles. They need a stud linebacker." I would be okay with that. Michael's saying, "Hello, Jody. How we doing, Jody? Welcome to the show. Glad you got here right before 8. I know you worked today, so glad you got here right before draft time. But Jody's ready. What's going on, my friend? How you doing?" Oh, Mike.
It's on, but nothing's happening.
Ready,
There it is.
ready to break down this draft and see what teams make the big leap. I think 3 is where it all starts.
Keith, okay to check the private chat, Keith, and let me know as we continue. Paul coming in, Shatter, what do you guys want for your teams? Since I'm the oddball here, and Mr. Mills answer as a Steeler fan, Mark answer as a Giants fan. Mark said already he wants a linebacker. I know Trevor said playmakers, but if you can get me Sonny Styles and Caleb Downs in the same draft, sign me up with Abdul Carter for the next 5 years. You got a potential stud at each level of your defense. That's the way I would not be against going that route, Paul. But, definitely could be lots in play for the Giants. Let's go to Jody first since he just got here. Let's give him a crack at getting one first. What do you want for your team, Jody, in this draft? And you're a Bronco fan, obviously.
For Denver, I'd like to see them find a middle linebacker. I don't really like our depth there. I've said that for a while. It's very weak, and I'd like to see them possibly find somebody that can, be there for 8 to 10 years. That's my number one need.
I'll go left. Let's hit Keith next.
I'm actually going to defer because I have a question for you, Kenny, and I'll let Trevor answer this one, and that'll be our answer for Broncos. How's that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Trevor, go ahead and answer.
For the Broncos to stay where they're at. Don't overthink this thing. Please. Stay in the second round. Wait till tomorrow. Better opportunities to move up tomorrow. You're going to have to give up draft capital for next year, and people say, well, I wish Broncos had a first-round pick this year. Well, if they moved up this year, they probably wouldn't have one next year. So for the Broncos to stay exactly where they're at, don't overthink it. Tomorrow's the day to move up if you're going to move up and move around. Not tonight. Sit back, see what other teams are doing, monitor it, but don't do anything crazy tonight.
All right, Keith, back to you.
All right. My question goes back to you, Kenny. What did you say that you would want from your team?
Defense with the first 2 picks, 5 and 10, in Sonny Styles and Caleb Downs.
Sonny Styles, Caleb Downs. What if it was Jeremiah Love and Jordan Tyson instead?
I would not be upset with that neither. I really can't. You
guys are sitting in a beautiful spot, friend.
Come on, right, Mark? You're my Giant fan out there. You said you wanted Styles, but how would you feel with Jeremiah Love and Jordan Tyson in the same draft? Pair them up with Malik Neighbors and Cam Scatterbo. Oh man, talk about Dart having his playmates right at the playground. Hit the playground with those guys for sure. Michael alluded 9 more minutes, but it's now almost 6 minutes, guys. What are we going to do, Keith? I'm going to announce we got giveaways for everybody. We've had friends, audience members come in since the beginning. Around pick 15, we're going to have our first giveaway. Our first giveaway is going to be a $25 gift card from where, Keith?
From NFL.com.
NFL.com, everybody. All you got to do is, if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the like and subscribe button on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, hit the like button. Give us a follow. Hope you like what you're enjoying. All you got to do is type in the word "pick is in." I will have your name on a wheel, and we will draw that name around the 15th pick tonight in the NFL draft. So start putting the pick is in the chat, and I'll get your names up there. And we got more giveaways tonight as well a little later. So the first one is going to be for a $25 NFL.com gift card. So if you like that, let's see it in the chat, everybody. So the pick is in, and we'll get you a nice little
Kenny, he's so excited about this. He's frozen. He's frozen. Pick is in. Maybe we're just blowing up the internet. No, pick is in. That'll get you registered for $25 tonight. as well as we'll have another drawing tonight, and we'll have bigger drawings tomorrow and special drawings tomorrow, and just it'll keep going on and on and on. So pick us in, man. It's blowing up the chat. Maybe that's what killed your internet, Kenny.
Yeah,
You're back.
I got it. Let me make sure if I missed you. We're going to do the drawing before, I'm not going to do it without getting one last call in. But Mark, you're in. Keith Stober, you're now in. We got Glenn in. I got Ernie in. Did I miss anybody?
I see Patrick and
Patrick
Michael.
is in. Patrick is in. Nope, Patrick, you are definitely in, my friend. And Michael is in as well. So we'll announce it a few more times before the show, before the pick, before the 15th pick. We'll have a few more notifications for it. Thank you, everybody, for playing along, and appreciate all your support that you give us. This is our fan appreciation give back to you.
Yeah, that's what this is all about, man. As Jody's doing, man, clapping it up because we appreciate you. Try to do as much as we possibly can. This will be, like I said, one of many giveaways that we'll have. But appreciate everybody out there. Love the likes, love the shares, love the subscribes, and for all of you on YouTube who have been a part of this and really help push us over on YouTube, thank you so very much, man. Anything you can do to help us out over there has been huge. Facebook community, thank you. You guys are awesome. We're even growing on X just a little bit. So appreciate everybody. And can't wait for this draft, man. Right around the corner, Kenny.
And also, I want to mention really quick, we cover all football too. It's not just Broncos. It's covering all football, NFL football, all 32 teams. And then we're also doing college football as well with the Juice. So if you love football, NFL football, college football, this is the place to be. Join us. We'd love to have you.
Jody, I know I mentioned this to Keith and Trevor. You have a TV in your room that you're watching the draft?
I don't, but I'll have it on my phone.
NFL Network. If everybody wants to, have fun with this draft, let's do NFL Network unless somebody's against it and really wants to do ESPN over that. If we're all on the same network, it'll make it that much more fun. Trust me, chat. If we're all on the same page with the draft, watching the same draft as the picks come in, it'll make it that much more fun. So definitely, NFL Network, unless there's any objections to it.
No, I mean, we'll just say that's the one that we're going ahead and we're going to follow. We'd appreciate it if comments didn't come in and kind of spoil the buzz. We'll try to get it up there as quickly as the picks are announced. Not just what the broadcast will be following. NFL Network. Kenny's going to be running the show from there. So
absolutely, and we're just around the corner here. So get a couple more comments in, and then we'll get ready to talk about the draft, which is ready to start. My New York Giants and Mark's New York Giants, Michael saying, are letting other NFL teams guessing what they are going to do in this year's draft. And there's a lot of guessing, Michael, and from myself and Paul Rosen and Mark Calderio, Giant fans guessing, to the mock drafters out there, the experts, Mel Kiper, Peter Schrager, Todd McShay, et cetera, Field Yates. They're all guessing on what the Giants are doing. I am going to tell you all this, Keith, Jody, Trevor, mock drafters, posse, et cetera, juicers. I'm going to be happy because I'm going to trust the process. John Harbaugh's here now. I'm going to trust this process that they did their job and they know what they want. So whoever the pick is at 5, whoever the pick is at 10, I will be on board with it. Question is, am I going to be in love with it? So we will see. Michael, give us the New Year's countdown. 1 minute, guys. 1 minute.
Kenny, is there one guy you don't want? That you just
one guy I don't want?
There's got to be.
Carnell Tate would be the one I don't want at 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think the ceiling's higher for Jordan Tyson. I do.
You know what I'd say? I'd sell Arvell Reese. I don't think he fits that defense.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah, because what are you going to do with 8 pass rushers?
Yeah.
No, he'd probably play linebacker, honestly, which he's not great in coverage, FYI. So.
And I'm looking at the time. So we're going to be right on 8 o'clock. The draft should be starting, everybody. Are the Raiders like right? I don't have the anybody who's got a TV on. Are the Raiders like immediately on the clock, or are they talking for a few minutes? That's the question I have. Because the draft starts at 8:00. Does that mean 8 minutes and the pick is in, or are they going to have a little pregame themselves and wait for the pick? If anybody can help us with that,
they're doing intros right now.
Intros, okay.
Yeah, they're not. They haven't. Roger Goodell hasn't officially put them on the clock yet.
Welcome everybody to the official Pick is in Draft Show 2026. We did it in the pregame show, but let's do it here on the main show. Let's get some introductions in. I'll introduce myself first. Of course, most of you know me, but for those who don't, may go on and watch this later. Kenny K, diehard Giants fan. You can catch me on Rocky Mountain Sports Network Tuesday nights, Juice Football Talk Show. Most recently, we had the Pick is in Mock Draft Show on Sunday nights, Mountain Time Zone, 8 p.m., 10 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. To my right, say hello, Trevor Rocket Salzman. How you doing, Trevor? You can see Trevor on all shows on Rocky Mountain Sports Network, including the Juice, including the Pick is in Mock Draft Show, and including Denver Bronco Roundup Wednesday and Saturday nights. Trevor Salzman, how we doing?
Doing well, Kenny. Excited to be here. And like I kind of said earlier, and for anybody joining now, I mean, Kenny, the work we did this offseason, it's a pat on the back. I mean, all these draft scenarios, trying to get everybody prepared for what might happen draft night. We don't know. It's out of our control now, starting tonight. But I mean, it's everything, all these preparations for these mock draft shows. This is exactly what it is. It's the Super Bowl of the offseason, ready to get started and ready to get down into every single pick from here on out till Saturday.
Raiders are on the clock.
Directly below me, one of the original horsemen, Mr. Keith Brugman, Denver Bronco Roundup royalty, the Juice. You'll see him on the Juice when he can make it, and you'll also seen him on the Pick is in Mock Draft Show as well. Keith, welcome, and how are we doing this evening?
Doing fantastic, man. Can't wait to get into this draft. The Raiders are on the clock. We've done our research. We've broken down all our position groups. We've been putting in a ton. I know that Kenny and Trevor have been doing a ton of mock drafts, but I'm impressed with all three of you, the work that you put in, getting ready for tonight. It's going to show as we go through this broadcast. Can't wait for the posse and all of our commenters to come in and join us and have some fun tonight.
And likewise, Keith, the four of us really put in so much work for this and can't wait. And last but certainly not least, because we're going to get to the Raiders, Jody, the Judge Moncrief, you could catch him on Denver Bronco Roundup Wednesday and Saturday nights, giving us plenty of knowledge with Broncos, and also seen him a few times making some bold picks on the Pick is in Mock Draft Show as well. So, Jody, how we doing? And then you got the AFC West, so talk to us about the Raiders. And is there any, not much to really talk about here with Mendoza, but go ahead and say hello to everybody and welcome to the show.
What's up, everyone? Excited to see how this first round goes. Raiders are on the clock. I think there's no suspense here. I like this pick for the Raiders because I think Mendoza is going to be a bust in the NFL. I've said that before.
Let me ask you this, Jody, since you're covering the Raiders in the AFC West. How close are the Raiders to getting out of the basement?
If Mendoza hits, they're close because they have key pieces. They've got a tight end. They've got a left tackle. They've got a good left guard. They just got a center. I mean, they're closer than you think. They need a wide receiver. But it sounds like the defensive end, his name, I'm drawing a blank, that they tried to trade. He's
Max
coming
Crosby.
back now. Max Crosby. It sounds like he's going to be a Raider this year. So they've got pieces. I mean, they're closer than you think. And if Mendoza hits, then they're really close. I mean, they've got the core pieces, left tackle. Mendoza hits. They just drafted Genty. I mean, they've got a lot of pieces. So,
yeah. And that was do you think, like you just mentioned Max Crosby, is there any way he does get traded, or is he going to be a Raider come week one?
I think he's a Raider now. with the Raiders wanting 2 first rounders, I don't see that now. So
I will say real quickly on the Max Crosby thing. The Bengals were also in on Crosby. They had checked in on Crosby before they had went and traded for Dexter Lawrence. But here's the caveat: the Bengals were not going to give up 2 first-round picks like Baltimore did originally in that trade. So that's why it didn't happen. But it was Max Crosby and Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals did end up checking in on him before they ended up eventually trading for Dexter Lawrence.
So I jumped the gun a little bit. Cam Haywood, and now they've just introduced Mel Blount. They're firing up the Pittsburgh crowd. So
That's they do that every year with somebody. So that's who they got over there.
Hines Ward coming out. I'm not sure who this other guy is.
No Ben Roethlisberger?
No Big Ben yet. TJ Watt's out there.
Reports are that Ben is still on his motorcycle.
Yeah. With QB saying it, Roger Goodell getting booed as always. So
yeah, yes.
Oh, there he is. Big Ben just came out.
He did come out. He is there.
He's there.
Does anybody see our good friend Ryan Scoop Woodhams, who's over there tonight?
Bradshaw just came out.
let's look for Scoop. Everybody, a lot of people know Ryan Scoop Woodhams. He's at the draft. Jody, you see Scoop there? You think he's with his mom?
Not yet. I haven't.
His mom treated Scoop to his little draft. He lives in Mississippi now, so he got to visit his mom, and his mom treated him to the NFL draft. That's a really nice gift. So.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah, it came out like a funny joke, but yeah, no, I didn't mean it to really come out that bad. So, Terry Bradshaw from Phil and Keith. So, do we have a countdown on the Raiders, or are we? Like I said, the draft isn't going to start until pick 2, but for me, I think a lot of the offseason moves. Did you like a lot of the offseason moves the Raiders made, Jody?
Raiders are on the clock.
Official on the clock.
Sorry, officially
on the clock. So we're spending a little more time on the Raiders than we should be. But Jody, Lindenbaum, you like that move? They, what do you think of the moves they made in the offseason? The Kobe Dean they bring in. Do you like the moves?
I think they made good. They made good moves. I think a bad team had to overpay for some guys, but they got a top center. They got another top inside linebacker. So, yeah, I like the moves. The only bad part is I think they overpaid, which is what
D- from Ernie.
Which is what bad teams have to do.
Would you?
And I will give them.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead.
One thing we don't talk about, and I'll grade this as probably an AA plus. I love the Kubiak hire. I think he is going to be really good there. I like what he did in Seattle. I like the little bit he did in Denver. I mean, we didn't utilize him well, but he took Seattle's offense. Look what he did for Sam Darnold. So
we're gonna see shortly, as Graham alluded, and if Mendoza's the pick, why take all 7 minutes? Just make the pick and not keep us here to midnight tonight. Come on. I mean, this is the only definite in the draft. It should be up there and ready to go. And why take every? I would love if.
What if they announced Ty Simpson?
I would love if lightning struck Las Vegas. Lightning strike in Las Vegas out of nowhere because it's the desert, right? Lightning strike in Vegas, power outage, internet goes out, the phone lines go out, and they can't make the call in for Mendoza.
Oh man!
And we're the Broncos fans.
You're the Broncos fans, but you know what? You're holding us up. You know what the pick is going to be. Make it. Just make the pick. Make the pick.
No. And I'll do fairness.
Worried about that red cup, man. What might be in there? Kenny's getting fired up early.
Yeah, seriously. Talk about shots. Kenny's already taking shots. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I mean, they have up to 7 minutes. I don't. That's just it's up to 7 minutes. That doesn't mean they got to take all 7 minutes or 8 minutes. I have all up to 8 minutes, but usually it never goes completely until the clock runs out.
Jody, let me ask you one more for the Raiders, and hopefully they'll be picked because I'm running out of questions for the Raiders. Give me a grade on their offseason.
probably a solid B. I mean, they filled needs. And I think it'll probably be a blessing in disguise. I mean, look at Sean Payton. He was pretty quick to Twitter to wish Max Crosby farewell, and we've seen where that turned out. So, I mean, that's what he thinks of him. So I think I'll give him a solid B.
And Jody's nailing all these Raider questions. That's what Jody's, like you said, we put in a lot of work for this, and Jody's getting a lot of Raider stuff. I do have another one that I just thought of, Jody.
And this will be the last time I talk Raiders for the rest of my life, probably.
Kirk Cousins comes in. You draft Fernando Mendoza, which we're all assuming in a couple minutes, unless they're taking last-minute trade offers here. Do you start Fernando Mendoza day one, or do you let Kirk Cousins take the helm and he learns from Kirk Cousins a little bit? I don't know what you're going to learn from Kirk Cousins, but what do you learn from him? What'd you make him learn from him?
You can learn how to make a lot of money and not be good in the NFL. No, but I think they'll let him. They'll give him every shot to be the starter. If it doesn't go well, I think they'll do the same things with Knicks that Denver did. If he doesn't play well in the preseason and Kirk Cousins does, then they roll with him. If he plays well like Knicks did in the preseason, then they start Mendoza day one.
Michael and Keith Stober alluding that the pick is in. Trevor, is the pick in? Do you want to make the official announcement?
Yep. With the number one overall pick in the 2026 NFL draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Fernando Mendoza, quarterback out of Indiana.
And no surprises here. It's official. They get the quarterback. Keith Brugman, my friend, take it away. Let's switch spots there, get you where Jody is, and talk about Fernando Mendoza.
You know, the funny thing is, the more I end up watching this guy, the more I fell in love with him. If you go back and you watch the Cal tape, he was phenomenal. I can see exactly why Indiana wanted him, why he was brought in, and why it was a national championship. He's a national champion. For me, I think the processing is great. I think he has the arm strength to get it from sideline to sideline and down the field. I saw his timing get better and his processing slow down once he got to Indiana. I'll stick with this comp, and I like what Jody was kind of saying a little bit earlier with Clint Kubiak at the helm, being that guy that's going to be now guiding Fernando Mendoza. I think he's got a really good shot, and if things go well for him, again, I think it could be a Eli Manning type comparison. That's the guy that I see. I went back and watched Eli Manning college tape, and you see a lot of the similar traits. Now, the one thing I will say is Eli Manning spent his time in a pro-style system in college. So Fernando Mendoza in an RPO system, he's going to have a little bit of getting used to, and certainly Clint Kubiak plays a little bit different offense than what he's been running in Indiana. But I think a phenomenal pick. Upside is very high, and he's got all the measurables and the intangibles, in my opinion.
Yeah, 6'5", 236.
He reminds me of a poor man's Phillip Rivers, and he throws like Phillip Rivers to me too. The way he kind of pushes the ball, he has that weird throwing motion.
Anything else on Mendoza? Because we got the Jets on the clock, and we got 8 minutes between picks, so we're gonna have to move a little. We're gonna even have to move a little faster than we're used to by 2 minutes to get to talk about the Jets for a couple minutes. I do want to hit the chat as well. My good friend Eddie Murphy, not the comedian, although Eddie Murphy is a comedian. My good friend Eddie Murphy out there in New Jersey. Hello, gentlemen. Let's go Giants. Downs and Styles, or Downs and Tate or Tyson. That's his prediction for the Giants. That's his dream wish for them.
Definitely not Tate for Kenny.
Not Tate for me, but Eddie always wants to believe in a rookie should sit for a year. So let's do this, Keith. Let's talk Jets with Trevor, because Trevor's got the AFC East. And Trevor, the hype is it's going to be Bailey or Reese. Bailey, Reese. We've done a lot of mock drafts. Talk about maybe the pros and cons for each one.
Yeah, I mean, pros and cons.
I'm sorry, if that's the way they decide to go.
Yeah, and this is the Jets team that was last in pressures, or this is the Jets defense that was last in sacks all season long. It's pretty clear where their biggest needs at. If they don't go pass rusher, I'd be shocked. I think it's one of Arvell Reese or David Bailey. David Bailey's the most polished guy right now. Can step on the field day one and be a double-digit sack guy. Reminds me a lot of Khalil Mack. Honestly, that's my comparison to him. He's got to be a better run defender, but I think he has all the elite pass rushing tools to be a guy that can put up double-digit sacks for multiple years to come. And Arvell Reese is that high upside guy. So I think for me, if the Jets, there's a little bit of pressure on Aaron Glenn and Darren Mugi to get this pick right. I mean, you've got to start getting this franchise in the right direction, and that starts for me with David Bailey. I think he's the pick here, but we shall see. I mean, it's been back and forth pick here at 2 time and time again. Arvell Reese has, I think, a lot of upside, but he's not polished when it comes to being a pass rusher.
Yeah, a lot of picks in this draft, so very important draft for the Jets to get that rebuild going. And I think though this pick is gonna, start to see where they're heading, and I could see it being Bailey or Reese as well. I know which way I would go, but we're gonna see in a couple minutes here as picks should be coming in shortly. And everybody's saying the pick is in. I think I may have an idea who it is. We'll wait for the official from Trevor. And yep. And Trevor, if you're comfortable mentioning it, we'll let you take over again. And like I said, we got to move a little faster because of the how fast the draft is going. So take it away, my friend.
With the second overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Jets have taken pass rusher out of Texas Tech. David Bailey is a pick here at number 2 for the New York Jets. Just got done talking about him. Kenny, we had this mocked like 3 weeks to a month ago on our NFL Pick is in mock draft show. So getting a real polished edge rusher right off the bat here. I think that this is something the Jets have been really eyeing on and keying in on, obviously canceling their visit with David Bailey, the 30-day visit just a week ago. So I think it's pretty clear that they knew and had all the information they needed on this guy to make sure that he was their pick at number 2.
Absolutely. Comes in at 6'3". This is my group, 6'3", 250, 22 years old. So he's very young, rebuilding team. You want a young guy to build your defense around. In his career, 19 and a half tackles, 21 sacks. He had 14 in 2025, so breakout year last year. In my opinion, he's the most explosive edge rusher in this class, pure edge off the end. Almost looks like he's off sides, guys, when he's actually, it looks like he's off sides, but he knows the snap count, boom, and he's electric. He has both speed and power. So keep an eye. He's got both traits there. To be a great pass rusher in the NFL. If I'm going to give him a weakness, I'm going to say powerful tackles can take advantage and can drive him out of a play sometimes. But that's the great pick for the Jets. I'm going to give it a solid A. I don't want to take much time because, like I said, we got 8 minutes and the Cardinals are on the clock, and we're back to Jody because he has the Western teams. Jody, Cardinals at pick 3. Which way do you think that they should go? Should they stick with this pick? Should they trade it? A lot of needs there for them. This could maybe be a Jeremiah Love first sighting here. What do you think the Cardinals do here at 3, Jody?
I think they should try to trade out and acquire picks. I mean, they're not one player away. They're a lot of players away. But if they're unable to trade it, I think Jeremiah Love is the pick. I've just said for a while, and I know this is a little bit homer, but he is probably the best running back I've seen in the last 10 years in this draft. So,
yeah. We did a few mock drafts. I had a bold prediction early that the Cardinals are going to make 2 trades in this first round. So we're going to see if this is a trade spot. If somebody comes up here now that David Bailey's gone, Arvell Reese could be a name that people are trying to get here. Cardinals could be in a prime spot to trade back with a nice package here if some teams come calling. We're going to see, but go ahead, Trevor.
Don't rule them out of possibly taking Arvell Reese here too. If they're in love with him enough at 3, I wouldn't be surprised if they stuck and picked him here at 3 overall. I mean, they still need pass rusher too. They have Josh Sweat on the edge, but even that's kind of been a little shaky lately, as Josh Sweat might be out of Arizona. So I don't be surprised if they stick and pick Arvell Reese here too. I don't want to completely eliminate that.
Mr. Milt's saying Connors is going to announce the team's second-round pick, so they're not going to take a running back here, Jody. Can you imagine that they take Jeremiah Love and Connors is there making the pick tomorrow, and he's not a Cardinal. James Conner. Yeah, its pick should be coming in soon. Francis Maniagua. There's a lot of needs there. Could this be a team that takes Ty Simpson later on, Jody? We had that in the chat.
Yeah, I think them or the Jets. I think those are the two teams that I would look for to be drafting Ty Simpson.
Fair enough. Keith, I just realized you're going to be quiet for a little bit because you got the Norts. You got anything for Jody?
Do I have anything for Jody? What do you mean?
Any questions? Because the AFC North and the NFC North are going to be – you're going to be busy in a little bit, but you got a little break right now.
I sure do. No, it's all good. No, I don't have a question. I just think the big thing for me, I think this is a place that you need to maybe trade back, and maybe that's why this is taking a little bit longer than expected. You have a team that has a lot of needs. I mean, this is, in my opinion, this is your opportunity, especially if you can pick up any picks in the next year.
Yeah, Jody, give me an educated guess. NFC West was your division. Who are they going to pick, or is it like who's going to be the pick? Is it going to be Jeremiah Love here, or is it going to be somebody else? I'm putting you on the spot.
If they stick with the pick, I'm going Jeremiah Love.
Whew.
And I would not be – I don't think that's the right pick for either side. Like, I don't think that's a good fit for either one, honestly, Love or the Cardinals. They're not a running back away to compete, and I think you can get more value by either moving back or there's other positions to possibly address.
Trevor, take a look at your phone because Patrick's alluding to something that could be true.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Let me find out.
You never know what's going to be happening in this draft. For me,
he was joking. I think he was joking. But Michael's saying the pick is in for the Cardinals.
I was going to say I couldn't see that after they just paid Kenneth Walker.
This could be Arvell Reese if they don't trade, like Trevor said. Mm. Maybe Sonny Styles, but I'm going to look because Trevor's coming in. Wow. Okay, so Trevor, take it away.
What the third overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Jeremiah Love, running back out of Notre Dame. We just got done talking about this.
See, I told you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't love the move for either side. I don't think they are running back away. I don't care if this is the best player in the draft. Like, you better have a good draft after this because your offensive line, there's been multiple issues there. Like, it was one of those rumors that I didn't buy because it doesn't just. Like, they got Trey Benson, they got James Conner, they signed Todd Algier in the offseason. Like, they've just got a lot of depth at one position, running back, and it's just like, how are you going to utilize this guy? It'll be interesting. Clearly, they're in love with the playmaker and the fact that he can do multiple other things on the field.
And new head coach, Mike LaFleur, offensive-minded guy. So he probably had a big say in this pick. They reward the head coach with probably – making this first pick too. So, that's a smart pick. The trade did not happen, but Jeremiah Love to the Cardinals. Keith, what do you got that was Trevor. Trevor's running backs, right? Or Keith running backs.
No,
I'm sorry,
I got
Keith is running backs. Yep.
Yeah.
Take it away, Keith.
By far the standout running back in this 2026 draft class, Jeremiah Love, has been compared to a lot, from Jody Moncrief comparing him to Eric Dickerson to myself comparing him to Reggie Bush. The guy has the ability to stick and move, cut, has vision, can take a crease for a touchdown at any given touch, it seems like, has the ability to get outside the edge and just outrun defenders. This guy is going to be an absolute problem. And I'm going to completely disagree with what Trevor said. You don't go in and say, this is the best guy in the draft, but we're not ready for him, so we're going to pass on him. you take the best guy in the draft and you figure out how to put those pieces and parts together. The Lions never did it with Barry Sanders, but if they ever did, they would have been fantastic, and they would have got roasted if they wouldn't have taken Barry Sanders, quite honestly. Jeremiah Love is going to be a standout for years to come. Whether he's fantastic in Arizona will really depend upon Mike LaFleur, the Arizona Cardinals, and what they put around him. But you take the guy.
And Keith, Jeremiah Love, Trey McBride, and I'm sorry, with the good quarterback, maybe Ty Simpson does become the quarterback of the Cardinals in this draft in the future.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm still got hopes for him to be something special in this NFL.
No,
So-
I'm just like I understand the taking best player available pick, and I'm 100% agreement on that. Why you go out inside Tyler Algier in free agency? Why you have Trey Benson? He's a former second round pick. Why'd you bring back James Conner? Like, it's just like a lot of depth in that running back room. So they could be moving off a couple guys in that running back room now that they had taken
James
Love
Conner.
third overall. Yeah.
James Conner could be maybe heading Denver's way, maybe just saying little fun topics to talk about after the draft. But let's talk about pick 4. The Tennessee Titans on the clock now, and this could have been, their pick here. This could have very well been their number 1 pick, but now they may have to go to Plan B. And Plan B, I think they let Robert Saleh make this pick. And the question is, does Robert Saleh want Sonny Styles, or does he want Arvell Reese? They bring in Brian Dable to run the offense. I do not see this being wide receiver here. Maybe this is a trade back spot. It was alluded to earlier. Maybe the Titans should trade back and get some picks. But I would go, if I was the Titans, I would go Sonny Styles for me. And I hope that's not the case because the Giants are picking 5. But Arvell Reese or Sonny Styles are the only 2 players I think that should be in play here now for the Titans. Don't go stretching for a wide receiver at 4. Maybe Caleb Downs, but it's definitely defense in my opinion, guys. Any difference of opinions there with the Titans coming up? I'll go to Keith.
That's your division, isn't that right?
Yeah, just saying. Do you think the Titans could go anything but defense here now that the way the board that Jeremiah Love's off the board?
Yeah, I mean, not my particular division like that. I mean, following, but I would say maybe potentially offensive line at some point. I think we're going to start that run, and you could never get enough protection, and or hopefully open up a hole for whatever running back you have on the roster by adding offensive lineman. I know that they could use a center for sure. So, but that's probably a little bit early. Tackle would be the place that it had to go. So,
yeah, I got a couple of questions coming in. Michael's saying his brother's an Arizona Cardinal fan, so I'm sure he was happy. Mike, I think he would be a happy Cardinal fan today. His brother John, he's saying Cardinal fan. Then Keith asking, Keith Stober, 2 picks away. Am I still feeling good? I am. I'm still going to get somebody I think that I'm going to be happy with.
Kenny, if Sonny Styles goes here, are you good with Arvell Reese?
It's not my top choice, but I think it could be a trade back. Could be a trade back, Jody. Could be a trade back. We'll see. But Michael, go ahead. I think the pick is in. Trevor, if you want to take a look.
Well, I was just gonna say,
he doesn't want to look.
Wow. I was just gonna make a point really quick. I forgot what I was gonna say.
I trust Michael. If we want to go with Michael, what he's saying.
It's never mind. Just like in the private chat.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm a very happy Giant fan. Go ahead, Trevor.
With the fourth overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Carnell Tate, wide receiver at Ohio State.
Wide receivers, my friend. Right back to you, Trevor. Take it away. This is your group.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to like what you see from Carnell Tate. And obviously the Titans feel really good about this pick. I'm surprised they passed on Arvell Reese and Sonny Styles here, but they go the more Brian Dable route here, Carnell Tate. I think he's the best wide receiver in this class, 6'3", 195. he's so durable on the field, though. I mean, he doesn't drop balls. He has a very good route tree as well. I think he's the closest thing to having or to being a number one wide receiver in this class. There's some chatter of like Lemon and some of these other guys, Jordan Tyson being the number one wide receiver in this class. No, Cardinal Tate's the guy for me as well. I think he's the closest thing to that. His size, his speed. I think he can be explosive at times, especially downfield. I like this pick for the Titans. Still think that they need some help on that defense side of the ball. I was going to say Leone was another player that could possibly take out 4 because he could go top 10. But a little surprised Tate went this high. But I mean, he was my number one wide receiver in this class. So don't mind the pick. Got to get Cam Ward more help.
I'm going to ask just Jody this one from Martin. Martin, great to see you, my friend. With Arizona taking Love, Jody, and all their running backs, could there be a trade with Denver for Connor in the future? Just mentioned his name, Jody.
No, I don't think so, because I think Denver's made a stance that they're all in on J.K. Dobbins, and they really love R.J. Harvey. I mean, they've said that multiple times. I mean, just look how fast they went and signed J.K. Dobbins. There was no one else banging down the door to sign him, and he was gone in the first hour probably when free agency opened. So I don't think so. I think if you see another running back, it'll be later in this draft, and they'll add someone there.
And Biggie Bronco, good to see you as well. Biggie's in there. Trevor, take it away. You got NFC East. My New York Giants are on the clock now. Arvell Reese sitting there, Jordan Tyson, Sonny Styles, Caleb Downs. Which way do you think the Giants are going to go here, as the board is, besides Jeremiah Love, the board is in their favor of players that they like?
Yeah, I mean, really, there's still plenty of players if you're the New York Giants. I still think they got to really start considering taking Tyson if they love him this much, because I'm not sure he makes it to 10. I mean, you have the Commanders at 7 there, one wide receiver. I wouldn't completely rule out the Chiefs possibly taking a wide receiver.
Browns.
I mean, so like this Carnell Tate pick pushes Jordan Tyson up the board, I think, even more so. So I think if you're the New York Giants and you're really that high on Jordan Tyson, he's got to be in consideration here at 5. Some of these defensive players are starting to fall down the board a little bit. You can possibly still get a Caleb Downs at 10, but playmakers are starting to get pushed up a little bit more maybe than we expected, other than Love, of course. We knew Love was probably going to go top 5, but other than that, with Cardinal Tate going to 4, not a lot of mock drafts had him going 4. So pushing up playmakers could push the Giants into taking a playmaker here at 5.
Could force them into Jordan Tyson for sure. Could this
Kenny,
be a trade?
if they take Tyson, are you worried about both your wide receivers coming off of major injuries?
If they take Tyson, I'm okay with it, because they went and watched him, and they got enough people to watch him that say he's healthy. And the Giants pick is in. Wow. Okay, Trevor, take it away.
Wow.
Yeah. With the 5th overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Arvell Reese, outside linebacker / edge rusher from Ohio State. Yeah, I mean, for the Giants, I mean, you went best player on the board possibly available, and he slipped right to you at 5. That would be the biggest thing here. Certainly pushes Sonny Styles on the board, but I mean, Arvell Reese, depends on what you're going to use of him. I mean, what is he? Is he going to be an edge rusher? Is he going to be a linebacker for you? It depends. I think this is more of a linebacker need than an edge rusher need, but we'll see. I mean, does this now mean that Brian Burns, Abdul Carter, somebody else on the move? I mean, there's a possibility.
Thibodeau.
But I don't think Thibodeau moves it enough. I think Thibodeau hasn't done a whole lot. I mean, we'll see. For me, this is best player on the board. And you gotta love the upside, of course, but interesting pick here, I think, with Arvell Reese falling this far. I don't think a lot of people had him falling 5 to the Giants.
Is this the next Ray Lewis?
Mark, my fellow Giant fan, not happy with this pick. It's not my top pick, but in our scheme right now, we could play him in linebacker. And what I got this, I'm going to talk just a couple seconds on the Giants, because I want to get to the Browns, because that's going to be an interesting pick now. 6'4", 243, undersized edge rusher, but can play outside linebacker too. 20 years old. Only 20 years old, guys.
Breaking
13 and a half tackles
Chiefs,
for loss.
Chiefs are moving to 6.
Yeah, Trevor's got that. Yep, we'll get that in a second. 6.5 sacks, versatile defender, experience, skill to excel. Multiple positions in the NFL. Made a successful off ball. He's successful off the ball in edge transition. Impressive first step, quickness, length, and athleticism. His weaknesses as a pure pass rusher. Lots of room to grow. I'm giving him a very high ceiling and a low floor. Could be a great pick, could be a bust. So, Trevor, take it away, and then I'll talk about the AFC West is Chiefs. But go ahead and mention the trade.
Yeah, we have breaking news. We have a trade, and this is exactly what I mentioned earlier with the Cleveland Browns looking to move back. Kansas City Chiefs have moved up and are acquiring the 6th overall pick. The Browns will be moving back in, to pick 9. More details to come, but breaking news, big first big trade of the night.
First big trade of the night. So the Chiefs are on the clock. Jody, where do you think they're going now?
Tyson. I think that's where they're looking. Jordan Tyson.
No, I think they could be maybe trying to move up ahead of Washington here for Mansour Delane. What do you think, Trevor and Keith?
Yeah, that's man.
Sonny Styles is still on the board, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard someone say today, does their defensive coordinator go to Andy Reid and say, are you going to draft another lineman that fails in the first round, or are you going to let me pick the guy I want on defense?
I think this is Tyson, though. I think this might be Tyson. Well. Yeah, I think this might be Tyson because of Washington. I think Washington would probably take him at 7.
Let me ask you this, Trevor. You just said the Giants should take a playmaker at 5. Smokescreen, maybe Jordan Tyson. Last year, Shedeur Sanders, they spent a lot of time with him, and they passed up on him. Could it be a smokescreen with Jordan Tyson?
Could be.
And maybe he falls right into the Giants' laps at 10 if we want him at 10. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Offensive line's also fallen down the board too, and I know Andy Reid's been high on trying to fix that offensive line. So maybe Moago here could be in play too.
I would love if they took Sonny Styles because I've said for a while he's a combine merchant, and if you go watch his tape, I mean there are games that you don't hear his name called. So
while we're waiting for the pick, let me mention again. All right. Well, you know what? Let's get this pick in, and then we'll talk about our giveaway that we got coming up around pick 15. So, Trevor, take away.
With the 6th overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs have selected Mansour Delane, the cornerback out of LSU.
I do not like that for. Oh man, that's the guy. You know, I did not want in the NFC East, but I covered the Broncos too. Don't like that. They needed corner help. Go ahead, take it away, Jody.
I mean, they lost corners. They lost both starting corners. So
yeah, what are the Chiefs getting in Mansour Delane, Jody?
Big corner, 6 feet, 190. Great in coverage. Also not afraid to tackle. So, if you're a Chiefs fan, you probably love this pick. Now, I will ask Chiefs fans: is this an upgrade over the corner you traded to the Rams or McDuffie, or because if it's not, was it worth it? But I think he's a starter day one, and be fun to see him and Jalen Waddle or Cortland Sutton battle on the field.
Yeah. Any details on the trade? Keith Stover would like to know.
Yeah, I just got them right now. So the Cleveland Browns are receiving 9, 74, and 148 for 3 spots, moving up for the Chiefs. So Browns again are acquiring the 9th pick, 74th overall pick, and 148.
Not bad.
Just to kind of put that in perspective, the Browns now will have 2 first-rounders, a second-rounder, 2 third-rounders, a 4th, 3 5ths, a 6th, and a 7th in this year's draft.
Yeah. Let's do this, guys, before we get, because Commanders coming up. Got a giveaway coming up also. Pick 15 around that time. We're going to have our first of many giveaways in the next 3 days, a $25 NFL.com gift card to one lucky audience member. Like and subscribe on Facebook and or YouTube. Get entered by typing in the word pick is in the chat now. We'll put the wheel up around pick 15 and show everybody. Make sure your name is on there. Type the word pick is in. Give us a like and subscribe on Facebook and YouTube. Help us reach our goal. We're trying to get to at least 400 by the end of the night on YouTube. So help us get to 400 and build us for the future as we're meeting many new friends along the way, country and other countries as well. So anything else, Jody? Well, I'm sorry, we got the Commanders on the clock, so that's Trevor. What are the Commanders looking for now that the top corner is off the board, Trevor?
I think this is Sonny Styles falling right into the Commanders' laps. They could possibly look at Tyson, but I just, like, again, Kenny, I'm kind of with you. Like, I'm not sure if, and I might just jinx myself by saying this too. Is that definitely a possibility? But I think the whole Jordan Tyson thing, that might have been one of the bigger smoke screens of this draft. Where teams, hey, you got to take him at 5 or he's not going to be there. But we shall see. I think Sonny Styles is definitely in play. I've heard Dan Quinn loves Sonny Styles, and he would absolutely be the pick there for the Commanders. So we'll see what the Commanders end up doing. But again, I mean, Chiefs obviously felt like the Delane wasn't going to make it to them. So makes you wonder if they were going to address defense, if Delane was going to be the Commanders' pick at 7.
Yeah,
and let Sonny Styles learn from Bobby Wagner. I mean, future Hall of Famer. So.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not a bad trade for the Chiefs, though. You're giving up a 3rd and 5th round pick to move up and get the best corner in the draft.
I mean, that was probably their biggest need. I mean, they lost both starting corners and
it's still kept 29.
Let's say hello to our good friend Kurt Valenti. What a terrible trade and pick for Kansas City. Thank you for that, Kurt, coming in. Kurt, can't wait to see you on Saturday. Kurt's going to spend a little time with us Saturday talking Broncos with all you Bronco fans out there. So
I think he's
time
frustrated
to be determined,
with the
but we're going to have Kurt on Saturday. So F them picks, like Kurt would say. So good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. And what's your thoughts on Arvell Reese, Kurt, for the Giants? I know you said Jeremiah Love, but he wasn't there. What do you think? How do you think the Giants did with Arvell Reese? But in the meantime, we got the Saints. We got the Commanders waiting for their pick to officially come in. We're going to see, is it Sonny Styles? Is it a playmaker? Is it an offensive lineman? What is it? Well, we're going to see. I think this could be a curveball.
Can I ask you a question on Reese? Where do you want them to play him?
Linebacker.
But inside or as
outside?
Out? You want him as an edge.
Mm-hmm.
So you're pretty much sold on trading Thibodeau then now.
Yeah.
I mean, you're four deep there, 4 first-round picks there deep.
Mm-hmm. You can never have enough edges.
But what's Thibodeau's value at this point? Like, what are you going to really get for him? That's the thing.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If you can't get him on the field, you can't get him on the field. Get what you can and move on from him. That's my thing. You've made your bed, you lie in it.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have 3 first-round quarterbacks. It's like, well, they're all not going to hit the field. We'll have to get rid of one. You have to get rid of one then, I guess.
By the way, Waddle just beat Delane by 12 yards for a touchdown. Ha ha.
Let's go.
There's Michael saying great pick for the Giants.
Welcome to the NFL, baby.
But as we're still waiting for the Commanders,
honestly, I just want to say real quick, in the little bit of research and film I watched on Delane, he's good, man. He's sticky. He's good in man. He's good in zone. He'll come up and tackle. He's going to be a problem. But it was such a huge need for the Chiefs.
Yep. And Trevor, the pick is officially in. Take it away, my friend.
With the 7th overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Washington Commanders select Sonny Styles, linebacker out of Ohio State. Long rumored that Dan Quinn loved this guy if he fell to them. The Chiefs might have might have jumped the gun a little bit because Sonny Styles still might have been the pick anyway. Who knows? But I think Dan Quinn's ecstatic here. I think this is a Dan Quinn picked, through and through. And so I love Sonny Styles. He's going to really be able to help transform that defense as a sideline-to-sideline linebacker. Can do a little bit of everything. I've gone on record and said this is one of the better linebacker prospects we've seen come out of the draft in a while.
Absolutely. And back to you, Jody. Take it away. Phil, I got you for pick is in. Again, pick is in if you want to be entered in a $25 NFL.com gift card. Did we lose Jody?
Momentarily.
Okay, so one of us can take Sonny Styles. I could do it real quick while we're waiting for Jody, and then we'll get to pick 9, which is now the Browns pick. So Sonny Styles, best linebacker in this draft. Combine, he excelled. Fell right to where he should have fallen, around the 5 to 8 range. I have no problem with that pick. But I said Browns, I meant the Saints are on the clock, which I still have that division. So Saints are up, and I think this is probably a 50-50 war room argument right now, guys. You got Mekhi Lemon and Jordan Tyson sitting there, and you got Reuben Baines sitting there. Which way do you want to go if you're the Saints? Titans went wide receiver, so it wasn't probably wasn't Robert Salah's pick. Do they give Kellen Moore this pick and he goes and gets a playmaker? Because if I would think about Mekhi Lemon here at 8. Really, really would. Higher than people got him. I like him that much. Don't worry about the character issues. He cleared that up. Lemon and Olave, sign me up. That's the way I would go. But I can also see them taking Reuben Bain here. Mm-hmm. So we'll see which way they decide to go. Saints, Tyler Shuck, he could be their quarterback, guys. We're gonna see.
I will say on the Saints, don't forget they gave up a decent haul for Devon Bailey last year. So, I mean, you've got Devon Bailey and the other Chris Olave there. So, do you want to throw a third receiver in the mix right now, or do you want to, like you said, go get an edge to replace Cam Jordan?
Could be Reuben Bain here. Yeah, the edge for sure.
That's where I would be leaning is Reuben Bain. Just because you gave up so much to get Devon Bailey, do you want to kick him back to the third wide receiver already?
Kurt coming. Jody got whiplash watching Waddle run past Delaney. Kurt is not on board with the lane, and that was one of my crushes.
Do you guys agree with that? Would you let?
I want to know how you're getting the picks in, because I guess you're getting them before
knowledge.
Trevor's hiding.
For me, Devon is
Trevor's to take it away. Just mention this. I guess Kellen Moore has the say in that war room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with the 8th overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints are selecting Jordan Tyson, wide receiver out of Arizona State. Here's another thing. I mean, some of these players, guys, we've been pretty spot on with, other than Arvell Reese Fall and everything else has kind of been something we've mentioned. But Jordan Tyson, I mean, for me, since I have wide receivers, I mean, I didn't think he was the number one wide receiver coming off the board. I thought for sure, though, he was definitely in consideration to be the second wide receiver in this class. I've heard Garrett Wilson comparisons for him. We'll see. Again, the injury issues are a concern, but I think going forward for the Saints, you have to have more playmakers for Shock. You end up getting Travis Etienne Jr. And free into the offseason. So like Jordan Tyson a lot. I think that the upside's definitely there. And I think Kellen Moore gets his playmaker there pretty big time. Could have went Reuben Bain here too, though. I do agree.
Eddie, where are you watching? Eddie's saying he hasn't even seen pick 7 yet.
Oh, wow.
Eddie, where are you? You're on delay somewhere because we're on pick 8. But let us know so we can help you get updated. Glenn saying not sure if you like Bain or trade back, but they took Jordan Tyson. Kurt thinks Broncos move up tomorrow, and I did see one I wanted to. Oh, Eddie, I'll hit this real quick, and then I want to get to Keith with the Browns. Eddie Murphy saying, I'm confused with the Reese pick. Where is he going to play? I don't see him as a linebacker. I do see him playing some linebacker, Eddie. Remember what they did with Abdul Carter last year? Well, Arvell Reese is better at that than Abdul Carter. If you go and watch Arvell Reese, he could play linebacker better than Abdul Carter did. So linebacker was a need. I'm just thinking of that now. Could be in play, and you play Arvell Reese all over, be your joker on defense, play multiple positions.
Do you like that idea of him playing all over, or would you rather him settle in?
I do like it. Spot? He's too good to pass up. I'm looking at it now. He's top talent. People had him going number 2 to the Jets. You get him at 5. And Kayvon Thibodeau can't stay healthy. Arvell Reese fills that spot. But I want to get to Keith because he has the the Browns, because they made the trade with the Chiefs, 2 wide receivers off the board. Carnell Tate was a big name for them. He went 4. They trade back, and now Jordan Tyson gets picked right before them.
Mhm.
Are they going to find a playmaker here, Keith, or are they going a different route?
There's a couple of routes they could go. Obviously, Jerry Judy's their key wide receiver right now out there in Cleveland, so trying to get another wide receiver would have been a great plan. Do they feel that great about Mekhi Lemon? That would probably be the next guy in line, at least as far as the draft board is concerned. But for me, potentially this is a left tackle. They are in desperate need for a left tackle. We know there's only a couple. We know there's only a few. A lot of these tackles have been rumored to being pushed into guards, so this might be the start of that interior or that offensive line right now with tackles starting to go off the board. That's where I would go if I was Cleveland. I guess on the outside, I guess there's always quarterback too. You never know what Cleveland will do.
Quarterback could be. You never know, right?
And you got to protect Sanders. I mean, he is notorious for holding the ball 6, 7, 8 seconds. So you better find whoever the best tackle is that can hold up to pass rush. So that's where I would be leaning as well.
Trevor, do you think Cleveland's plans were ruined when Carnell Tate went 4? Is that why they traded back? They didn't care for Jordan Tyson. And I think this could be, like Keith said, maybe offensive tackle year, not Mekhi Lemon.
I mean, I think they got a pretty decent haul to move back 3 spots. I mean, they still, on their big board, I still think they've got the players they want in range. And I agree with you. I don't know if they were ever overly high on thinking wide receiver. I think this is a team that, again, can use more draft pick, just like the Cardinals, and move back. And this is a team that, again, talked about earlier and before the draft even happened. It could be a team looking to move back. So Browns, I mean, I just think that they need multiple areas of need. And if they can still be able to get still the best tackle on the board and move back, I mean, why not? I mean, that's certainly a lot of value. We'll see where they end up going for sure. But yeah, I don't know if they were overly sold on this wide receiver class.
Yeah. Pick will be in soon. Eddie's on ESPN. Go to NFL Network. We got most of us watching on NFL Network, Eddie, and it's probably a little faster. ESPN likes to play games sometimes.
Something I will say that's pretty cool. Did you see Arvell Reese's suit jacket?
Not yet.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
That's pretty funny.
Just looking at NFL right now, the Washington Commanders pick has just walked up onto the stage. So we're a little ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, on ESPN or NFL Network?
NFL Network.
Okay, so maybe we need to slow down a little bit.
Just walked on the stage. So
maybe we need to slow down a little bit. Why don't we do this, Keith? We said pick 15, but maybe we do our giveaway now. Give everybody
we can let it roll. I want to let some more people get in. We'll do it halfway through this first round.
All right.
I think that's fair. So
okay. Browns. I mean, do we want to talk about any other teams besides the Browns? Because we're ahead. I mean, do we want to stay ahead?
I will say, with the Giants, Kenny, I don't rule out Brian Burns possibly being out the door too with this Arvell Reese situation. His contract, the way that's constructed, they can get out of it after next season. And you could possibly see where the situation where Arvell Reese is paired up with Abdul Carter as a young edge, a pass rushing tandem going forward. And so don't be surprised if Brian Burns possibly could be on the block and maybe they look to move elsewhere. Because Reese, again, can play linebacker, but keep in mind it's a top 5 pick at a premium position. Like edge rusher could definitely still definitely stick and be an edge rusher too.
Mark is saying the pick is in, so Mark is up to date as well. So maybe we just keep going the way we're going with the picks. I don't think anybody's had any problem with that.
Yeah, I was just letting you know where we're at.
Eddie Murphy, my Giant friend, saying neighbors wanted Downs at 5. He's Bleacher Report's draft with Parsons and those guys.
Kenny, if Downs comes off the board before 10, where are you looking at then? That's both your guys gone.
Well, hold that question because I'm going to let Trevor announce the pick. And I may be very happy if pick 10 turns out the way I want it to be. Let's go.
With the 9th overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns have selected tackle Spencer Fano out of Utah. First tackle taken off the board ahead of Mwaga. Yeah, I mean, this is where the Browns, I mean, they clearly valued offensive line moving down. They're still able to get their guy, the possible best tackle on the board. They had to kind of their pick of who they wanted to take. But Fano, I kind of said this the other day on our mock draft show, Kenny. I said Fano and Moaga, I don't think there's a huge difference between either one of those guys. I mean, from a pass blocking and run blocking standpoint, I think Moaga is a better pass blocker, but Fano, you could argue, is better in run blocking. So,
Yeah, he's a mauler in the run game.
yeah, I like this pick a lot for the Browns, able to address offensive line and help whoever your quarterback is going into next season.
Keith, anything to add? That's your position.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of surprised that Francis didn't go first. This is kind of shocking to me, man. I didn't expect this. Fano is fantastic. He's vigorous. He's mean. He'll go ahead and he's a puncher, man. He'll get after the defenders, man. But I thought Francis Maligawa is just a complete guy. He doesn't look rushed. Spencer Fano, if you want that guy that's got some meanness in him, some grit in him, and takes that to his defenders, I think it's a great pick. Regardless, they got their offensive tackle. They needed an offensive tackle. They obviously needed a left tackle, like I was saying a little bit earlier. So this fits right in. Spencer Fano, like the fit. Even though, like I said, he did play right tackle. One thing that I would say, he was actually made to go into a game in college. Last minute, the guy at left tackle got injured. Spencer Fano took 74 of the 75 snaps on the other side and did it like flawlessly. So this is a guy that can be your left tackle or right tackle. I expect him to probably be pushed over that left tackle position.
Yeah, I agree with that because they have Titus Howard there at left or right tackle.
Mm-hmm. Giants are on the clock. The Dexter Lawrence pick is coming soon. Trevor, what is it going to be if you had to pick? Is it going to be Caleb Downs and make me very happy? Is it going to be Francis Maniawa, which will make me happy? Is it going to be somebody else? Is it going to be a trade back?
Yeah, I mean, I think that if you're the Giants, you still got to like where you're at. I mean, you got Downs still on the board at safety. I'm not quite sure there goes safety. We'll see, but offensive line Leone would be in play here for them here at 10. And also Malaga would be in play here as well. The difference was Fano could play on the left side. I think that's really what did it for the Browns. They were looking for their left tackle. Mayoga, he could be more of a right tackle guy from what I know. And so I think you got possibly, again, depending on the Giants board, still possibly one of the better offensive linemen still available. I think biggest question is to go inside or outside. With Tyson off the board, I think they are not taking wide receiver here, but we'll see. Down still could be in play. Maybe a wild card, Jamal McCoy, could be in play too if they can get over the medical issues there.
My wild card is Mekhi Lemon. That's my wild card.
Yeah, you can get by those character issues. I will say Maniagua can play guard, and that's where the Giants would probably start him day one if that's the pick.
Do you like him over Leone, though?
All around, a fan, yes. As a fan, as I'm a Hurricane fan, yes, but
right.
Leone's really good. Leone's really good.
Take the school out of the consideration.
I would say Maniagua because he could play both. He could play right tackle. He could play right guard. So I would still pick him over Leone.
And maybe this is a spot where a team that needs offensive line desperately tries to trade up here too, and maybe the Giants get maybe a little bit more than what they expected from a trade down perspective.
Yeah, gonna see what happens soon. As pick 10.
Personally, if you're just going out there and you just want a left tackle, though, Monroe Freeling, I think, is highly undervalued. So, a guy like that, like I said, just kind of surprised at the pick, man. If you want that left tackle, you had other options than going Fano. But, man, I just might hate for Fano. I don't know. No hate. I'm just kidding.
But the Giants, they're still all in on Andrew Thomas, right?
Yeah, he's got to stay healthy. That's the only
problem. But,
his
injuries creeping up where they would consider moving off from him?
We're going to see because Trevor's going to make the pick right now. Go ahead, Trevor. I'm happy.
With the 10th
Jody?
overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Football Giants have selected Francis Mauigoa, the tackle from Miami.
Keith, take it away. What are we getting in Francis Manioa?
Yeah, I mean, I think you got a guy that if I were you, I'd be starting him out at tackle. I think he's fantastic. I mean, here's a guy that doesn't play like he's in a rush. He's able to defend fantastically against pass rushers that come after him. He can play left tackle. He can play right tackle. I know that you were saying you could certainly use him at guard. I think this guy is way too big of a talent to just go ahead and waste that opportunity and push him into guard. You need to find a way to get him in at tackle. This guy is going to be a big key piece to protecting Jackson Dart for years to come now if that all plays out, man. Congratulations, Kenny. I think you got a great offensive tackle. One of the
Is this the guy that they said had the short arms?
No.
I could take a look. He does have a little bit shorter arms as far as a tackle is concerned. So,
And thank you, Keith Stober. Reminder to like, follow, and share. Type the pick is in to enter the gift card giveaway. Absolutely. And don't forget, $25 NFL.com gift card giveaway coming away around pick 15. Keith, can you put me on the big screen for a second? I want to share with everybody real quick. I went to my local trading card store and bought some college football cards for myself.
Kenny, I'm sorry, you're freezing up again, my friend. So definitely not going to keep you on
Hopes
the
that
big
he would
screen.
be a new Maniagua. Gemmin. And there it is. Now I got him as a New York Giant. He can go on the wall right about here, right about there. And we'll have him on the wall for next week. So congratulations. I think that's a great pick. Protect your franchise quarterback. And I'm a happy New York Giants fan with that pick. Let's get to 11, AFC East, which is Dolphins, I believe. And Trevor, you're back up. Dolphins have a lot of needs and don't like the way the board is falling for them. Maybe Caleb Downs.
Yeah, it's a possibility. Keith, you had something to say.
Sorry. Oh, no, I was just going to say that a little bit shorter arms, 33 and a quarter inch arms. So, yeah, you're right, Jody, as far as that's concerned when Mauigoa is concerned. So,
I think this pick's got to be Monroe Freeling or an offensive tackle. You've got to find a left tackle somewhere.
Yeah.
What do you think, Trevor? Who's got AFC East?
Plus
Trevor,
Downs,
me.
they still have Malachi. The safety that they traded that they got back from Pittsburgh.
Oh, Minka Fitzpatrick.
Minka Fitzpatrick. So I'm not sure that Downs really fits what they need there.
It's a team that needs everything, though. This could be a possible trade back situation too. Again, I think we're going to start seeing a run on tackles. You're starting to see it now with Fano, Mauigoa being off the board. I think you're going to see these run Freeling, some of these other guys going off the board. This is the run on tackles that we're going to see early teens. So could be the Dolphins, could be another team trying to possibly move up, but Dolphins can go in many different directions. Leone wouldn't rule it out there. Kenyon Sadiq wouldn't rule that out here either. They could certainly go defense side of the ball. Downs, I mean, I know that you talk about Fitzpatrick, but you give up a 7th-round pick for him. That's not stopping me from taking Caleb Downs if he's truly a blue-chip prospect in this class. So many different directions that the Dolphins can go. This is one of those teams that's hard to pinpoint because, again, this is a rebuilding team, clearly.
Is it a mistake if they take a wide receiver here after trading Waddle?
Yes, because I don't think Mekhi Lemon solves everything for you right now. I mean, they think there's other positions of need and better players.
I think Leone or McCoy would be my top 2 choices here for them.
I've heard McCoy's fallen. I've heard he could even be falling out of the top out of the first round.
Okay,
honestly, so a team there might be medical issues there with McCoy.
Okay.
So we'll see. I agree with you, though. Kenny Leone could definitely be in play here. It's just a tough team to pinpoint. It really is. Like they need a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Are you surprised Ruben Bain's still on the board?
No, because I think that this is kind of where he's going to fall. But I don't know that this is the place where he goes. If he falls Tampa Bay comes to mind as a team that could
Dallas,
possibly use
12.
in Dallas possibly as well. That could be a Downs team too. If
I think Dallas runs to the podium if Downs makes it.
Yeah, exactly.
Take Downs. Miami, please.
I was going to say you'll hate that. That's the guy you wanted, and then he goes to your rivals.
Yeah, but I'm happy with the offensive lineman. You protect your quarterback. I like that. It was my top lineman in this draft. So I think the Giants ran to the board there.
Yeah. Kenny, I will say this though. I'm a little disappointed the Giants didn't move up and try to get Delane. I will say, like, you let him get to the Chiefs. I would have probably taken Delane at 5 if it was my pick. I think the cornerback is a bigger need than what they are addressing right now, I should say.
Our good friend TW is on board with you, Keith. Fano, first offensive tackle taken. Ha, 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 with the emojis.
I will say something. The last Utah tackle that went first round, we kind of laughed at it too, Garrett Bowles. Everyone wanted the dude that went to the Saints, and look at how this is played out.
I'd have to know the dude who went to the Saints.
Ryan Ramczyk. I mean, in the beginning, Ramczyk was an All-Pro, but he couldn't stay healthy. And look at Bowles now. I mean, he's arguably the best left tackle in football.
Yeah. Maybe Ramczyk in the Broncos facility would have stayed healthy. Who knows?
But that's the thing. That's the biggest caveat. It's like he was a left tackle. Ramczyk was a right tackle. Teams love to go from the left side and dress left tackle.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah, Cowboys moved up.
Caleb Downs. It's got to be.
Wow.
Well,
people telling me, Trevor, we got to hold up. We got to see where everybody is in the draft. I got 2 people telling me that Downs is a Giant.
Downs is a Giant.
I got 2 separate people that texted me saying, wow, Downs. Y'all getting Downs. That defense is going to be crazy. And Paul Rosen also said Downs.
Even on ESPN, it has Francis Mwaga. No. Okay. Yeah. I take that. Yeah, Francis Mwaga. Sorry.
Yep. Giants are taking him. I'm seeing him. He's taking his picture in front of the mirror and putting up on his cap right now. So
fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, and Arvell Reese is the picks. I don't know where they're getting that at.
Maybe they're watching ESPN because, like I said, they're behind on ESPN. So Mel Kiper must be saying Caleb Downs to the Giants.
Well, I think they're hoping for that. It's more of a hope pick than what an actual pick. I think.
Are we all in agreement that this is Caleb Downs?
Dallas moved up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I would have to imagine.
Oh yeah, now they're okay. They were guessing. Now it's.
I was going to say.
My bad.
Doubting me a little bit. No, I was kidding.
I think it's Downs because of Dieneman and.
If it is Baines, does he fill the Micah Parsons role or not really? Or does he more feel like a Dexter Lawrence type role?
No, he's going to be pure edge.
You think you play him standing up or his hand in the dirt?
Trevor, take it away. Let's get the pick in. Trevor's got the pick, Jody.
So with 11th overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys have indeed selected Caleb Downs, the safety out of Ohio State. Interesting move up for the Cowboys. They must have had some sort of doubt that another team was possibly moving up with Miami. I think Miami had been probably in discussions with multiple teams. It only makes sense you're moving up one spot to take Downs. There had been another team that's involved on possibly moving up for Downs, and Dallas was able to secure him. Kind of had alluded to it earlier. Cowboys are probably going to be looking to be aggressive in this draft and move up for somebody. Didn't know how far and when, but Dallas has moved up one spot. Probably didn't cost them a ton, but they at least secure Caleb Downs.
Secure Caleb Downs. Kurt doesn't like the Maniago pick. Glenn saying they could have gotten Dieneman or McNeil at 20. Downs a clear top 10 pick. Great move for the Cowgirls. Dallas gets Downs. That's bad. But you got to protect your quarterback, Kurt, right? Your quarterback's your franchise. I understand what you're saying, but I think we got the best offensive tackle who could play guard in the draft.
Yeah.
So I can't get mad at that pick.
No.
Which is why I'm kind of happy with Kansas City's pick. I mean, their O-line is trash, and they've done nothing to address protecting Patrick Mahomes, who's coming off a major injury.
See, I'm not against the Giants going away from downs. In my opinion, though, they got Javon Holland, who they signed, one of their big ticketed free agent signings from a year ago. Plus, you still have Newman as well that you selected in the second round. So, like, you've put resources into the safety position. I mean, putting downs in there. That just never made a lot of sense to me. I thought if you're going to go anywhere address the secondary, I thought Delane would have been the pick for me to secure one of the top corners in the draft.
Yeah. We got who's up? What pick are we on? 12. So
12.
Dolphins are back on the clock here at 12.
I do have the trade details, Kenny. Whenever you're ready for them.
Go ahead.
So the 11th pick is being sent to Dallas. Of course, that's the Caleb Downs pick. The Cowboys are sending 12 and 177 and 180 back to Miami. So not a huge haul back for the Dolphins. They get a little bit more flexibility later in the draft. Obviously, Dallas moving up one spot. Again, had to have been other teams looking to move up for Downs, though, because other than that, why else would you move up one spot to take Downs?
Yeah, because I don't think Miami would have taken him.
No, I don't think so either.
No, I'm with you. Now with the Dolphins trading back one spot and getting a couple extra picks, go take the best offensive interior lineman right here. Built for your future. We'll get Leone here.
Yeah, I like Leone or Freeling here.
Mm-hmm.
As we Kurt coming in, Reese, great pick. Downs would have put them as an A+.
Do you buy that, or does that frustrate you if the reason they didn't take Downs is because of Javon Holland?
Frustrates me a little bit that Caleb Downs isn't there, but if they had Maniagua as a top 10 pick and he falls to 10, you got to protect your quarterback, right? That's what I always believe in, protecting your franchise quarterback. Right guard is weak. Evan Neal is on that depth chart at right guard. Enough said. And now we got Francis Maniagua day one come in as the starter. Let's go. All right. So I'm at an A- with that pick, Kurt.
So where do you play him? Keith said he would play him at tackle. Where are you playing him?
Starting him at guard. Illuminor stay at right tackle.
And I will say, I think
be our future right guard, right tackle of the future.
I mentioned this. PFF had the Giants' top 10 O-line at the end of the season. So, I mean, it's something that's underrated that a lot of people don't give them enough credit for.
Could Kenyon Sadiq be the pick here? Kurt's saying he's going to be a steal in this draft.
I mean, you have Greg Dulcich as your starting tight end, so not nothing against Greg Dulcich, but it's like, yeah.
That's rough. That's rough.
Well, don't they have the guy from the Giants too? Still, don't they?
Waller.
No, he's a free agent.
I mean, you got to give Malik Willis some playmakers. I mean, look at their wide receivers. Nothing at tight end.
That one, Patrick.
So that makes sense.
Ooh.
Could you imagine
Ty Simpson to Miami?
Ty Simpson?
Could you imagine?
I don't like the Ty Simpson. I think you need to see Willis 1 year and see if that can be your future quarterback there.
Now, like pick 30, if you took Ty Simpson, it's a different story. But your first round pick, I don't know about that.
Especially because Green Bay, all them guys seen Malik Willis, but they all came from Green Bay, where he came from. So I mean, that was their guy. I can't see them now getting off of him to go Ty Simpson.
I like this, Glenn. Glenn's going to be a comedian on the side there. Sadiq and Dulcich couldn't block an elementary school flag football kid. Tank for Manning is what Patrick's saying.
I hate tanking. Don't ever use that word.
That's going down the weeds, but I don't think he's the best quarterback in next year's draft. That's just my opinion.
We'll see. It's a year away.
The name
say
puts
too
him
much.
there.
Yeah, exactly.
The name puts him
Mendoza
there.
was maybe the fourth, fifth quarterback,
Yeah.
to start off the year. So who knows what happens? You're absolutely right. Either way.
Yeah. As we're waiting for the Dolphins, maybe they're looking for another trade back here because they're taking their sweet time here with this pick. Team that could use multiple a lot of draft capital in this draft because they are rebuilding. Maybe looking for a last minute trade offer here. And Glenn wants to know what our Dolphin juicers want. I want some fresh squeezed orange juice if I'm a Miami Dolphin there juicer. But no, all joking aside, if I was the Dolphins, build in the trenches, get the offensive line.
Yeah.
Look at this one
Yeah,
from Kurt.
Yeah, it looks like they
wait
could
till
be.
you see what
Listen.
trade just happened, is what he's saying. So for any of those
Trevor,
who
when you
aren't
get the
watching
details,
along.
I'll let you share.
Yep. Yeah, I'm still working on the details of, but no, I also want to address Patrick. Patrick, I'm not blaming you at all, my friend. I just tanking is like one of those words that's just like, oh man, it's tough to hear sometimes in sports.
So apparently we got a big trade coming, everybody, and Trevor's going to give us the details in a second. Breaking from Kurt Valenti. So thanks, Kurt. Can't wait to see what this is. It got Jody so excited he took a little break off screen.
Right.
Got a big trade coming in, Jody. A big trade.
Could it be the Broncos moving up for Sadiq?
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
If it was, would you like that or no? I mean, we already know it's going to be for a haul, so
I would not like that. I would just go get Kyle Pitts if that happens to be the case. Sorry, man. You keep going back in and
I'm
out.
sorry.
If you need a break, Jody, take a couple minutes while we're
Oh, I'm
waiting.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, not a trade. I meant pick.
Yeah.
Damn, Kurt, you really got us excited over here.
And it's one of those things like also a lot of this is the time of the draft where a lot of stuff just being thrown out there too. It's hard to always believe whatever. I mean, like every single person in the industry like says all the time because sometimes it's a lot of fake accounts out there. So I'm trying to say fake accounts are a big thing right around this time of the year.
So Dolphins making a big pick here. I wonder who it could be.
It's hard telling with the Dolphins. Again, we have some Dolphins fans in here too, so hopefully they chime in at some point.
Hopefully
but
they chime in. Yeah. Kurt, I know, Kurt, appreciate you not giving it away and having us in suspense because it makes it that much more fun. I wonder if this could be Ty Simpson because he said, wow. We were just talking about that. Ty Simpson, Patrick asked it. Not Dolphins, but isn't it Dolphins with the trade? Rams are on at 13. That's right. But aren't we on Cowboys pick?
No,
12?
we're on the Dolphins still.
Still on the Dolphins. Yep.
Damn, Kurt, what are you watching that you're on the Rams?
Yeah, Rams could be Sadiq too. Honestly,
getting way ahead. That's what I think what we're doing here.
And we're worried about getting ahead. it's not.
He's in 2027 over there. Holy cow!
Archie Manning talk already. It's not even 2026 draft hasn't even concluded yet.
Kurt's had too many lion coffees. Get him off the chain. Patrick, what are you doing to our friend Kurt? Is Kurt in the NFL draft war room? They're all busting Kurt's chops.
Kurt's in bed with Peyton, Sean Payton, watching the draft.
Might be in the closet doing some whippets. I don't know.
I tell you, this is the longest pick of the night. What is going on at is somebody going to announce the Dolphins pick already? Like on the air?
A few people are. It looks like Michael might be cued in, and
Denver Bronco Roundup is not letting me comment about the NFL draft.
I mean, that's a little weird, man.
Thanks, Michael, for sharing that. Let's see what's going on over there if we can figure it out.
See if there's anything I can figure, man. So,
Goodell coming to the podium.
All right, Trevor, go ahead. Take it away. Little shocker here.
I don't
Oh,
see.
wow.
I don't think this is a shocker for me. I think Proctor was going to go a little higher than some people think. So I just spoiled the pick with the 12th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. The Miami Dolphins selected tackle Caden Proctor out of Miami. See, for me, this isn't a shocker. If you're going to go tackle, I like Proctor's upside a lot. Kenny, we've talked about it multiple times now. You got to love the size. That size just never comes around. Yeah, you could say, well, maybe he's a little too heavy, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I get that. But yeah, I mean, you're just 6'7", 350 pounds. I mean, just it's incredible size. I mean, and the upside that he possibly has. I think this is a great pick, high upside pick for the Dolphins if you're gonna stick and pick here. And you get get added more draft picks, trade back one spot, and you get to address tackle when we're about to see some run on tackle here pretty soon.
As I'm having some internet issues. Sorry about that, guys. Keith,
I mean, it is one of the
want
most.
to talk about your big guy.
Yeah, I got to say, this is the guy who probably has the biggest floor for me in the first round. This is the guy that I thought could fall and fall big. Surprised that Miami went this way. He's got impressive size. He's fantastic in the run game. His pass game is suspect. Edge rushers, I think, will be able to eat him alive if he doesn't get better in the pro level. And on top of it, he had a weight issue that crept up on him even just last year. He was fantastic at the beginning of the year, but as the year went on and that weight started accumulating onto his frame, he got worse and worse. I'm really surprised Caden Proctor went here. This is a guy that honestly might have to actually have a weight disclosure in his contract. So good luck to the Miami Dolphins. I don't have the highest hopes for Caden Proctor. That's just me personally.
I'm with you, but let's get right to it. The Rams was the shocker. Trevor has the news, and this one is a shocker of the draft so far, in my opinion. Take it away, Trevor.
Yeah, we might be a little ahead of the curve here, so bold with us. But with the 13th overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Rams have selected Ty Simpson, the quarterback out of Alabama. Shocker, possible biggest surprise pick of the draft. Ty Simpson doesn't even make it into the 20s. I mean, talk about teams that were really high on Simpson. Rams, I mean, we talked about it a couple years ago. They were possibly on Bo Nix. They've been kind of flirting with younger quarterbacks, seems like lately. Jimmy Garoppolo thinking about retiring. That was their backup quarterback a year ago. This for me, has got to really poise the direction of, hey, Stafford's probably his last year there with the Rams. This is a guy, Ty Simpson, that you're not taking this high in the draft just to sit him for multiple years. You're probably sitting him for one season, and Stafford's probably done. So win, possibly lose situation for the Rams. You get a chance to take a higher upside pick in Simpson, but probably signals last year for Matthew Stafford being the Los Angeles Rams quarterback.
Go ahead, my friend Keith. Right back to you. You thought you were going to have an easy night tonight with your position groups, but you're getting a run right now. You're getting a run.
Do you think this means that Jimmy Garoppolo is retiring?
He's already announced that, I believe. So,
Yeah.
Ty Simpson, 6'1", Alabama quarterback, 6'2", as it reads right here. Shocker that he went this early. This is putting a lot of faith into a guy that doesn't have a whole lot of starts, only 15 starts in Alabama. Another guy, kind of like Caden Proctor, that started off really good to start off the season. Quite honestly, 6-7 games through the season, probably looking like the Heisman Trophy winner and the number one pick at quarterback, but he fell off in the second half. My biggest comparison, just because of the experience, is J.J. McCarthy. Can this guy come in, younger kid, little experience in college, come in and take the helm at quarterback and take over? The nice thing is he won't be asked to do it this year, but next year is going to be a big challenge for him. See what he can learn under Sean McVay in that first year. Big gamble for the Denver Broncos. Or for the Denver Broncos, for the Los Angeles Rams. Sorry.
Wow.
We got the Minnesota Vikings. So, Keith, I'm going to let you give you about 10 seconds because I want to say hello to a new face. And Michael is having problems on Denver Bronco Roundup. If anybody else is, I invite you to come over to Rocky Mountain Sports Network on Facebook and comment in there. It looks like the comments are working in there. But a new face to me, Mickey Moto 100, saying yes about one of the comments earlier. But Mickey, thank you for hopping on. I'm going to give everybody, this is going to be the pick before the pick warning. We have a giveaway. We have giveaways all 3 days. Our first giveaway is coming up after pick 15. Facebook, YouTube, give us a like on either one of them, whatever site you're on. Type in the word pick is in. Going to put your name on a wheel. We're going to spin for a $25 NFL.com gift card. If you haven't already typed in pick is in, do that now. We got one more pick. We'll do it after pick 15. In the meantime, I gave Keith about a 20-second break because he's got to talk about the Vikings now. And what they're going to be looking for is he's got the NFC North.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple different ways they could go. They could go interior offensive line. They need some help at right guard. So all these tackles and guards that have been sitting out there and we've been kind of getting a run on, that's certainly an opportunity there. They need a center. I just don't know if this is too early to start going center at this point. Wide receiver, tight end. We could be looking at a tight end. Kenyon Sadiq could be a great pick to maybe take over for an aging. Where am I at? What's his? I forget, aging tight end that they have
with
over
the
in
long
Baltimore.
hair.
But all of a sudden, I'll have to digress out of that, and no one else is going to help me other than Jody trying. I appreciate it.
Sorry, I was involved with trying to get Michael back on board with us because he was having issues.
Yeah, as far as Denver Bronco Roundup, all comments are starting to come through, so I don't know what's happening on Michael's end.
Well, we got him on Rocky Mountain Sports Network too, so
awesome.
We're good.
Awesome. So yeah, I think tight end could be his play. Kenyon Sadiq could be here as well. So.
And sorry, it was the Ravens, not the. I said I don't know why I said Vikings, but the Ravens were on the clock there, and Trevor has the pick.
With the 14th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens are selecting Vega Leone, the guard out of Penn State. Long rumored to be possibly the pick here if he was in play. Fixes some interior offensive line issues that the Ravens been having. You get a chance to protect Lamar Jackson long term. Solid pick here for the Ravens. Like Leone, could have possibly went top 10 and too, but just falls right outside the top 10.
Yeah, good. It was a safe pick for them. They got to protect Lamar Jackson. They lost Daniel Falehe, their starting guard last year. They improved by drafting Vega Leone. Good job for them. Tampa Bay is on the clock, and I'm going to give everybody one final chance to be entered in our giveaway because after the Buccaneers pick, we're going to spin the wheel and see who is our lucky winner for our first giveaway of the Pick is in Draft Show. $25 NFL.com gift card. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, type in the Pick is in Draft, just the Pick is in the chat, and I'll put your name on the wheel. After the Buccaneers pick, we'll share the wheel on the screen, and we'll give it a spin and see who gets that $25 gift card. Mark, I got you in, and I'll make sure we got all the names on before we spin the wheel. But I'm up with the Buccaneers. Ruben Bain's still sitting on that clock. Yeah. They were rumored about Akeem Mesidor, 25 years old. Now you can get his teammate Ruben Bain that's fallen all the way down to 15. Buccaneers should be running to the podium for this pick. Nobody thought Ruben Bain would drop this far, and he's sitting there. You can get the younger teammate and one with more upside in Ruben Bain on a team and a division that's wide open, and they can, easily win this NFC South next year. Hit on this pick with Ruben Bain. Don't waste any time. Go get it.
Yeah, I agree. They need pass rush in a big way.
Mm-hmm.
Keith, I'll ask Keith and Trevor because they both have offensive line respectfully. Glenn wanted to know, could they maybe go offensive line here?
You'd know better if they could go offensive line, but Monroe Freeling is a guy that I'd absolutely love. I can't believe he's not gone. If they wanted to go a particular direction, that's the direction I would go, especially when it comes to offensive tackle. Blake Miller's still out there. Caden Proctor obviously already went off the board, so that's kind of where I'm at. That's the two guys that I'd have on the list if they did want to go offensive line.
Trevor, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of players I'm going to throw out there. Offensive lines could be in play, although Ruben Bain being here, I think definitely got to be in play here for them. They long needed, like Jody said, long needed pass rusher on this team. Got to be able to get to the quarterback, but Mekhi Lemon could be in play here for them. Wouldn't put him past them. Also, Kenyon Sadiq could absolutely be in play here. I know they just paid Kate Otten, but you get a chance to get Sadiq too and pair him up with Otten and give Baker Mayfield another weapon, but. Lemon, Sadiq, and I would say Bain would be in play here for me.
Yeah, we're gonna see who is the pick shortly. And once again, type in "pick is in" if you want to be entered in a $25 NFL.com giveaway. We're gonna have many more throughout the 3 days of coverage. If we get to 400 subscribers, I will check a little later on. If we can get to 400, we're close. We can get to 400. That's our goal for the draft show. Get to 400. I got something special I'll give away to everybody as well, a little added bonus. And not going to share that yet. I want to get a little closer to 400, and then I'll share what I'm going to give away. But for college football fans and NFL football fans, you'll enjoy it. I'll tell you that much. Glenn, absolutely. Big shout out to Morgan Trinkets, Miss Pearl. Keith, do you want to talk about Morgan Trinkets real quick? We haven't done that yet. We've been 2 hours in.
Absolutely. Morgan Trinkets has been your headquarters for Southwest Jewelry, Southwest Pottery, Estate Gold, wholesale prices for over 35 years. Once a nationwide company, over 35 years experience. Now they just hang out in northern Colorado, southern Wyoming, doing amazing shows at fairgrounds and the like. I'm going to get an update as far as the next show that you'll be able to see Pearl at. But in the meantime, head on over to eBay and type in Pearl Heat. That's Pearl Heat. You can check out everything that she has to offer. Check them out. Morgan Trinkets, amazing sponsor of this show, this network, and all of our shows. Appreciate it.
And I'm going to do, because the pick is going to come in soon, and right after we talk about that pick, I'm going to spin that wheel. So last call for our first giveaway. Pick is in the chat. And I'll tell you right now, I got a few names on there. Patrick, Glenn, Ernie, Phil McLaughlin, Mark Calderio, and Michael Ronquillo for this first drawing. So a 1 in 6 chance ain't bad, but if you haven't done it yet, get your name on there. You got a good chance at an NFL.com gift card. So get your favorite team, maybe a gift for somebody or a gift for yourself. Get something nice with a $25 gift card from NFL.com. So last call.
Or a gift for one of your hosts.
Or Jody's driving the chat.
Kidding.
But judges do take bribes, everybody. Keep that in mind. Judges do take bribes. But that'll be going on shortly because the pick should be coming in soon for the Buccaneers, and then we'll get right to that first drawing. We're going to have a second one a little late. Right after this first pick, we'll announce our second drawing, which will be towards the end of the show tonight. But we're going to hold off until we make that give our first winner, and then we'll announce our second giveaway tonight.
Any big surprises so far for anybody?
Besides Ty Simpson, Arvell Reese dropping.
Well, other than Ty Simpson, I mean, yeah.
Arvell Reese to the Giants.
It's kind of okay. I will say the Rams, it is a surprise, but is it a shock? No, because I don't think so. Because here's the thing: if you have any intuition that Stafford is his final year, I think it's worth taking a chance on. I mean, you got to be able to replace him long term. You don't want to be caught off, guard and not being able to address quarterback until next year.
Yeah, you don't want to be left holding the bag, but man, you got to believe in the bag that is Ty Simpson. I mean, you got to feel really good about him.
Keith putting possibly the audience in a spot. Who's your favorite host? Who's my favorite host? LOL. I'm going to say Keith. Keith, stick with Keith. I'm going to go Keith is your favorite host, Keith Stober.
At first, I thought you were saying Keith's putting us on the spot, and you're talking about me. I'm like, I ain't putting anybody on the spot. Who's your favorite host, man?
And there you go, Trevor. Pick is in. Give us the pick. We'll get a little quick analysis on it. I'll put up the wheel, and we'll get our winner for the NFL.com gift card.
Absolutely, Kenny. With the 15th overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have selected Ruben Bain, edge rusher out of Miami. Bain has fallen this far. He is now off the board and off to Tampa Bay.
Complete package. Miami Hurricane fan here. Watched him against Ohio State. He was disruptive. They beat Ohio State. Wasn't his fault they lost against Indiana. He was getting to the quarterback. Knows how to make plays. 6'3", 275, as Keith has it on the board there. 33.5 tackles for loss, 9.5 sacks last year. Complete package. He's got explosiveness and power. His first step is great. Quickest first step in this class, I believe. Has a knack for making clutch plays. I just mentioned Indiana and Ohio State when the defense needs someone to step up. Of course, his weakness is his lack of ideal length. He's got those short arms. That could be a challenge. Maybe some teams passed up on that. That's why he fell to 15. But way too good of an option here, Trevor, Jody, to pass up. Average ceiling, high floor for Ruben Bain. Love the pick for the Buccaneers. I think they filled a need and somebody they didn't think was going to be there at 15.
I will say I think he has the highest floor out of all these pass rushers, though. I mean, I think teams
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, high floor. Yep.
Yeah, a lot of long talked about, and we have as well, Kenny, on the mock draft show. Teams love taking upside with players, and it's why you've seen guys like David Bailey, Arvell Reese off the board because of the upside that they have. And I think Bain moving down the board a little bit, and again, high floor, but the upside's not quite where I think David Bailey and Arvell Reese's upside is at.
Couple things. Thank you, Michael. I was going to get to that right after the pick. 100 stars from Michael. The pick is in draft show is the best coverage for the NFL draft period. Blue and orange, blue and white hearts. Michael, what makes it the best is people like you, Glenn, Clayton, and everyone else out there. Ernie Mays, all our friends coming in. But Clayton, I'm going to give you a shot here. You're one of our close friends. Got a giveaway going on. Type the word pick is in, and I'm going to set up the wheel now. $25 NFL.com gift card going away to one lucky winner. I'm going to put your name on there, Clayton, because I know you're typing right now. And I'm going to shuffle it up a couple times after I share it on the screen so everybody can see where we're going. Let's do that. Let's remove that. And let's share the screen and put the wheel up for everybody, guys. How about that?
Yeah, and with the next pick is in, by the way, Kenny.
Okay. Yeah, we'll catch up. I'm going to do the wheel right now and going to share it and show everybody. Let me know if you could see it, Trevor.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to do this, though. I'm going to make it a tiny little bit bigger. All right. Good luck, everybody. I'm going to shuffle it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. We got Michael Ronquillo, Mark Calderio, Ernie Mays, Glenn Hashley, Clayton Huron, Phil McLaughlin, Patrick Wiltsey, all in the running for a $25 gift card from NFL.com. Good luck. Here goes the spin. The guy who just came on the last second, Clayton, congratulations, my friend. You always tell everybody to like and share and subscribe. Going to remove you from tonight's giveaway so we can have a second. We have a second one later. But you're friends with me on Facebook, Clayton. Get me or keep your address, and we'll get you that NFL.com $25 gift card. Congratulations, Clayton.
Clayton, I'll say this. Come back tomorrow, and there'll be more drawings. You're entered in 1 per day. We'll do that.
Absolutely. Yep. I got Clayton written down that he was our winner, and I'll automatically add him tomorrow once we see him come in and say a little bit. We got the next pick coming in. Let me take this off the board for now. Catch up with Trevor as the Jets are coming in with a shocker.
Yeah. And a big congratulations to Clayton as well, and to all of our future prize winners as well. But with the 16th overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Jets have selected Kenyon Sadiq, tight end out of Oregon. Kind of not necessarily a shocker, I guess, if you believe in the player enough, but they took Mason Taylor in the second round just a year ago. So they're doubling up on tight end for a second year in a row with a premium pick. Kenyon Sadiq, one of the more complete tight ends in this draft class. I'm not overly high on the upside of Sadiq, but I think he could definitely be a real contributor in the passing game for the Jets. I mean, I think this is a pick for the Jets where you got to add more weaponry to this arsenal with Geno Smith now. With Ty Simpson being off the board, now you have Geno Smith really your guy going forward. We'll see if they continue to add to the quarterback room throughout the draft and possibly after the draft and free agency. But Kenny Sadiq being the guy here for the Jets, I mean, if you're the Jets, I think you got to be happy with getting another playmaker. Could have went wide receiver here as well, but Jets get another playmaker, get the best tight end off the board with Kenny and Sadiq going here at 16.
Absolutely. And Detroit Lions are up on the clock. Keith, it's your pick. Clayton saying thank you, guys. Appreciate Clayton, all the love and support you give us over here. Definitely well-deserved gift for you there. Speaking of gifts, I'm going to start it right out of the gate. We ended that first one. The end of the show tonight, before pick 32. So we'll do it while pick 32 is coming on. $50 NFL.com giveaway to one lucky winner. Everybody who's entered, his names are going to stay on the board. The only one not eligible tonight is Clayton. He'll be eligible tomorrow for another prize giveaway. But pick is in. If you haven't already, we're upping it up to $50, guys. So $50 NFL.com gift card coming towards the end of the show. So good luck to everybody, and type the word pick is in and like and subscribe today.
Love it.
Thank you, Michael. Michael, and letting us know the comments are back on Denver Bronco Roundup.
Woot woot. Love it. Detroit Lions, man. Detroit Lions definitely need some help. They could go offensive tackle, left tackle. I would go Monroe Freeling right off the bat. Taylor Decker, he's no longer with the team. He needs to be replaced. They could get an edge rusher next to Aiden Hutchinson. They need somebody on that other side. Linebacker is with Anzalone leaving. That's an opportunity as well. Tight end probably is off the board now, but Sam Laporta is their guy, and there's potential of him being traded. There's been some rumors about that, so they could use some help at tight end. But if I was going to go a direction, I would be running with my ticket from Monroe Freeling. I think he's the best left tackle out there, far and away. I can't believe he's fallen down this far as tackles are concerned. So Monroe Freeling, that'd be my pick. If anybody has edge rushers or linebackers, that'd be the other place I'd take a look at. But I think we've had a little bit of a run on edge.
Mesidor, maybe Mesidor. Kedrick Folk is a name to keep an eye out with. 20 years old with a lot of upside. Those are two edge rushers that could be in play. I wonder if Monroe Freeling is dropping, Keith, because of only 15 starts, lack of experience, maybe. That could be. But I really thought the Lions were going to be in play for Caden Proctor, but this could be the Monroe Freeling spot. I agree.
Haven't the Lions already said they're moving Penei Sewell to left tackle, though? That would be my only drawback to that. Where you could go get maybe the next best interior, the guy from
if they're gonna do that, I'm gonna give you a wild card offensive tackle, Keith, because you're covering these. How about Caleb Lomu here? Yeah. High, but later first round, but because the way the board is falling, if they're gonna move Penei Sewell to left, Caleb Lomu is a right tackle.
Is that the guy from Arizona State?
Utah, the other Utah.
Yeah, you could go Lomu, or you could go, and I always, Max
Einenhocker.
Einenhocker, thank you. I always mess that up. Blake Miller, another guy that could be a right tackle if you're going to go right tackle. And keep in mind, it seems like every single analyst is out there saying these guys would be fantastic guards. They'd be fantastic guards. They're all trying to push them to the interior. So if you need help there as well, that's an opportunity with almost any of these guys.
Absolutely. As we're waiting for the pick,
is this too high?
You're on deck as well with the Vikings. So you're, like I said, you're going to be busy in the middle of the draft here.
Yeah, sure am. Yeah.
Do you think this is too high for Pregnon?
Yeah, I'd say so.
I think so too.
But I think he gets pushed up the board now that the Leone went. Pregnon could be back into the first round pick too. I mean, I wouldn't put it past a team to take him a little bit higher.
Yeah. You'll see what happens. Draft is moving along pretty nicely. Hour and 45 minutes in.
This has got to
Me
be
as a
edge.
Giant fan, I'm going B+ on those 2 picks. I'm, with the opportunity to get into the A tomorrow with a couple of sneaky picks, and tomorrow if we could get something good at 37, I'll be moving that up to an A. Who's the biggest surprise that's still on the board? Mekhi Lemon? Maybe those character issues really are something.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he's a surprise because he's only a slot wide receiver. I don't think he can play outside.
I agree. Maybe Omar Cooper dropping a little bit too. I mean, that's another one.
Taking Sadiq over Omar Cooper, yeah, for sure. The pick is in for the Lions, and Keith, that's a guy that you just mentioned, but let Trevor take it away with the pick, and then we're going to go back to you again, Keith.
With the 17th overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions have selected Blake Miller, tackle out of Clemson.
Wow. Blake Miller, offensive tackle, Clemson, big guy, 6'6", 315. I love the way he plays, very aggressive. And the thing that I love about him is he's got some quick flip. He'll get in front of a guy, and he will flip him. He'll turn him. He'll create creases for your running game. Love him in the running game. Got better in the passing game. This is a guy that I like probably more than just about anybody else on this panel and a lot of other analysts. So, for them to pick him up here, I think it's a great pickup. So congratulations, Blake Miller, offensive tackle. I think it's a big pickup.
Yeah. A couple comments coming in. Oh, go ahead, Jody. I don't want to race you.
I think this move, he's going to right tackle would be my guess, and you're moving Penei Sewell to left tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Couple fun comments coming in. Ernie, Giants A, 15 other teams floating above water. Thank you, Ernie. Patrick, nobody likes your boy, Bruggs, as Monroe Freeling is still on the board.
Oh, yeah.
Eddie Murphy with a good question. Do you see any teams moving back into the first, kind of like the Giants did last year? So that with Ty Simpson off the board, that's going to be out.
You don't think Garrett Nussmeier could sneak into the back end of the first?
No.
For one of those?
No.
Especially the way that they've seen Ty Simpson get, a surprise pick like that.
I will say this, Eddie. Let's wait. Let's cheat, and let's wait till around 22, 23. Keats boy, Monroe Freeling, and some other players drop a little bit. There might be a team that tries to come up for a prime position there, a coveted position like offensive tackle, offensive guard.
I will say if Jamal McCoy keeps falling down the board, I think the team may move up to take a chance on him. Back into the first round, 5th-year option, arguably one of the better corners in the class, and he's just the biggest thing is injuries.
Glenn thinks Freeling's moving due to more versatile players.
He's not going to fall too much more, though. I can't imagine him falling too much more. I think Steelers at 21 makes a lot of sense for Freeling.
Yeah. Keith, take it away for the Vikings. They're on the clock.
Vikings on the clock, and they could definitely need some help. When it comes to the NFC North, it was like the who has and who hasn't when it came to the free agency, and just tons of departures. Center, Ryan Kelly retired, so they could use a center here. Safety, Harrison Smith, he was released, so you could get a safety here. D-line could use some help. Cornerback depth is needed. Wide receiver, they could use some help. They just had, Jonathan Allen, Hargrove, Harrison Smith, Jeff Okudah, Ty Chandler, Jalen Naylor. These are all the guys that left from the Minnesota Vikings. So, they are in desperate need. The only thing that they really added was Johnny Hecker, a punter, and Carson Wentz, a quarterback. So you name it, they could probably take it from the Minnesota Vikings.
Well,
for a team that's somewhat good, they have a lot of needs.
They have a ton of needs.
That's like right there, borderline playoff. I haven't seen a team like that needed with so many needs.
Yeah.
The pick is in, so I'm going to send it to Trevor. It's a little bit of a shock here.
If it's safety, I'm not shocked.
With the 18th overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings are selecting defensive tackle Caleb Banks out of Florida.
Ooh.
I
Well,
had to
I'm
dig
gonna have to
deep
get
in my
that one
papers.
slide
I had
ready.
him as a day 2 pick.
Yeah.
Whew. Caleb Banks, the pick here. We had him, Trevor was our wild card on him pick us in mock draft show. We started liking him a little more and more. He said if he can clear the team's physical health, the health concerns, the upside is there. I was asking the question, should the Broncos trade up to 45, 50 for him? Goes 18 here to the Vikings. 6'6", 330 pounds, 10.5 tackles for loss, 6.5 sacks in his career. Massive frame, creates challenges for blockers with his size. His lateral movement is above average, and it can explode off the ball. Weaknesses, his technique, and his health. I got a really high ceiling for him, and I got a really low floor for him because this is one that you're swinging for the fences. You're Babe Ruth calling your shot with this guy because it could be a home run or it could be a strikeout. If the injuries linger into the NFL, it's going to be a strikeout. But when he's healthy, he's the best. And Vikings wasting no time, taking no chances. They go get their guy, Caleb Banks, 18. 19 is Carolina. That's going to be me talking about the Carolina Panthers.
I will mention, Kenny, before you go on with Carolina, I fully expect Carolina to go Dylan Thiemann here at safety. He's still on the board. Minnesota pass up on him. They could go McNeil Warren as well, but they have their pick of whatever safety they want to go after. But I fully expect Carolina to take safety here.
I'm going to disagree. I'm going to say offensive line. I got to say they got the one guy. They got Ike Ekwonu from a couple of years ago. He's on the line, but they need a tackle. They need a tackle. I'm gonna say this is Keith's boy, Monroe Freeling. They're a team that may be looking for a quarterback next year. And I think this is a team that definitely lucked out with the division they were in. 8-9 got them a division, and I just don't see them, being much better. I know Trevor said Thieneman, but I'm going to say Monroe Freeling. Pick is in. Let's see.
Kenny's freezing now. Pick is in. I'm going to go ahead and go with it. With the 19th overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers are selecting tackle Monroe Freeling out of Georgia. He is the pick here for Carolina. Kenny's cheating, by the way, on this. No, I'm just kidding. No, I mean, they address offensive line. I thought they could go safety. I know they loved Thieneman, but Freeling dropping this far obviously had a lot to do with it, though. Keith, I'll let you talk about tackle here.
Yeah, like I said, my favorite left tackle. I thought he'd be coveted. The right tackle versus left tackle. Those left tackle, blindside guys are usually key. But Monroe Freeling, again, maybe because he's a junior, maybe because he's a little bit younger, he doesn't have as much time, as many starts. Maybe that's the reason that we see him slip this far. But I think it's a fantastic pickup. Carolina Panthers obviously need a little bit of help, when it comes to protecting. And Monroe Freeling is that guy. Now, if a guy that if you need to bring him to the interior, you can. Yeah. But love what he did. Love what he's done, and you can develop him into, I think, something very great.
I'm back. I'm sorry. Of all nights to have internet issues, it's got to be the draft show. Why would it be any different? Mr. Mills coming in. Wow, Banks and Monroe Freeling goes off the board here. I just said they needed offensive line help there. The safeties are dropping a little bit, but I think there's not too many more, in my opinion, first round picks here for offensive tackles. So the Panthers jumped on it and take them there at 19. Dallas with their second pick, Trevor, when you're ready.
I was just going to say on the current Carolina, the reason I was a little surprised, I think Keith alluded to this a little bit, like Freeling could be moved inside, but they have Taylor Moton and then they have Ekwonu. I think they got to move somebody inside with this pick. I think this is strictly best player available, and you find out what you have, and you kind of adjust. I don't think Carolina expected Freeland to fall this far.
No, not at all. But let's talk about Dallas. This is their second pick, and
Oh boy,
they could have gotten Dylan Thieneman or McNeil Warren here if they could have got their edge rusher at 12. But I see somebody on the board that I think I would go with if I was Dallas.
Well, we got a big in division trade here. I will say, Kenny, first and foremost, at 20, the Philadelphia Eagles have traded up to pick 20 with the Dallas Cowboys, and they are now on the clock.
Whew.
They did this a couple years ago, traded with each other. They're not afraid to trade with each other. I'll tell you that much. What are they trading for, Trevor? You think edge rusher?
It's got to be edge for me. It's got to be edge
Falk?
rusher. I think so.
You're covering the Eagles, so you take it away with the Eagles here.
Yeah, I mean, I think for the Eagles, I think it's got to be edge. I mean, Falk's here, Mesidor's here. It depends on what they need. But I've really been hard on Howie Roseman and that Philadelphia Eagles front office and said you've got to address edge rusher at some point in time. You got to be able to get after the quarterback. This team didn't have one single player last year with double-digit sacks. You've got to be able to have somebody in play to at least develop and turn into that guy relatively quickly. But I think if you're moving up this far, you've got to be able to take a premium position. That's edge. I think is in play. If not, because it could be one for one of the safeties. It depends. Cowboys are moving back here, but I think the thing that's got to be clear, edge rusher's got to be.
Could it be Mekhi Lemon? Replace AJ Brown?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe Omar Cooper. Yeah.
I'm not liking this. Jerry, you're losing your mind trading with the Eagles.
Well, I think it's got to be. Oh, and we got the terms. We got a little bit of upgrade, up to date information here. So got the return here for the Cowboys and the Eagles. A trade here. It's pick 20 and a 7th rounder headed to the Eagles. The Cowboys are getting 23, 114, and 137 from the Eagles. So pretty big trade back. Yeah,
pass up. Yeah, too good to pass up.
Yeah.
So the 2 5s they lost, they really improved to get 2 4s now.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And all they have to give up is a 7th and move back 3 spots. And let's be honest, there's probably nobody on that board that said, we'll get our guy at 23. They didn't need. Cowboys are in a good spot there, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say this move up was for Omar Cooper or Mekhi Lemon.
Wow. That's not who I would have. Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
There it is.
Yep. Whenever you are ready for me to announce the pick, my friend, I will do it.
Go ahead.
With the 20th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles have selected wide receiver Mekhi Lemon, the wide receiver out of USC.
Take it away, your wide receiver guy.
Yeah, I mean, I like Mekhi Lemon. He's strictly a slot guy. I mean, I think that this also has a lot to determine on with A.J. Brown probably being out the door. But I think Lemon slipping this far, you talked about character issues, but I think he's strictly a slot guy. But, I mean, Eagles, they must have, him pretty high on their big board if you're moving up this far. I thought they'd go edge here. But Mekhi Lemon ends up being the guy here. And I think this just goes to show further on that A.J. Brown's out the door and then likely headed to the Patriots posting first. So, Jalen Hurts gets another playmaker in Mekhi Lemon. I like Mekhi Lemon, what he can do. I just think, again, the reason why he's fallen is he's strictly a slot guy. The other guys have a little more size on him. He's a little bit of a smaller wide receiver. Thought Omar Cooper could be in play here too, but certainly understand the pick here. I just, again, for Philly, when are you going to address edge rusher? Probably second round now, but Mekhi Lemon, falling a little bit. Philly, ends up getting aggressive. This is a Philadelphia Eagles kind of move, though, isn't it?
Howie Roseman, he's the best in the business by far. Also, best in the business is our audience, and I said it 100 times tonight. We're going to say it 101. We have giveaways. We have a special giveaway coming in towards the end of the show. Type in the word, the pick is in. Like and subscribe either on Facebook and or YouTube. Be entered in a $50 NFL.com card giveaway. Right after pick 31, before pick 32 ends, we'll spin the wheel. We'll give one lucky winner $50 gift card. Congratulations to Clayton Huron. He was our $25 NFL.com gift card giveaway. Plenty of giveaways tomorrow, some fun stuff as well, and also on Saturday. So be sure to tune in tomorrow night as well. Be entered in tomorrow night's giveaways. Lots of fun stuff. But Steelers, Mr. Mills, big Steeler fan. Who do you want? Pick is coming in. Mr. Mills, if you don't know it yet, let us know who you want in there. And sorry, Keith, I didn't get to get your thoughts on the Steelers. I got sidetracked there.
It's all right, my friend. It's all right. Is the pick already in, or
people are saying that, but Trevor didn't put it in yet. So
Yeah, no.
quick thoughts on the Steelers.
quick thoughts? Wide receiver with only Michael Pittman and a unhappy DK Metcalf. That's an opportunity. Right guard, left guard. So any of your interior offensive linemen, Trevor, get ready on that one, I would say. And then safety. Strong safety is another big need here as well. But they have and then quarterback. But I think we all understand that quarterback is probably not going to be the choice here. Maybe I'm surprised.
He wanted Freeling, Mr. Mills, so that hurt for him. He was big on Monroe Freeling.
I think it's McNeil Warren.
Would K. McDonald be in play here for Pittsburgh? Defensive line?
Because Caleb Banks went at 18. Yeah, Peter Woods could be in play.
Yeah, because Cam Haywood's almost 40 years old?
Older for a player. Yeah, older for a player.
You're right, though, man. I have that listed a little bit later just because they do have somebody there, but depth at defensive line obviously is a big one.
Yeah, he'll be 37 before the season starts. So
can we see Caleb Lumu go here? They need offensive line.
Yeah, and Lomu could slide to the interior. It's probably one of my favorite candidates for something like that. So
maybe Pregnon comes up this far. I think it's still a little early for Pregnon, but I could definitely see Pittsburgh going offensive line. I think this is a prime spot for Freeling if he fell.
I saw some teams saying Kalen Rutledge could sneak in the first round. Teams are going to, towards the back end here, they're going to value offensive line. And you may see a couple more go off that we weren't expecting.
Yep. Yeah.
Oops,
and certainly
that was just my bad. Sorry about that.
That's Michael's guy. He probably got excited there for a second. Sorry, Michael. We know he's your guy.
Not trying to be Keith Stradamus. I don't know. That doesn't roll like Kenny Stradamus does.
You're scared Jody off screen.
Take a second to compose himself.
See the pick coming in soon here. On deck is going to be the AFC West Chargers, but that's going to be an interesting pick for Bronco fans, including my three co-hosts. Be watching that pick closely coming up soon, and then I'll be watching what the Cowboys do at 23.
Well, surprise.
Glenn said we all broke Michael Ronquillo's internet with the trade and Stooks posted. Michael throwing a bold prediction out. They trade back for Jacob Rodriguez. No, Michael. No, not Caleb Downs and Jacob Rodriguez. No.
I'm still surprised. I mean, I understand, Howie Roseman, the way he operates over in Philadelphia, but that interdivision trade, you just don't see that all that often, man.
Eddie, who are you asking for as a Giant fan or in general? I'm guessing Giants fan. It's going to cost too much. Howie Roseman's going to throw in a stupid offer. He's going to want next year's number 1 and next year's number 2 for A.J. Brown. That's the only way the Eagles and Giants make a trade, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was going to say for as much as he gets a lot of credit for good moves.
In general, he's saying in general.
Right, I was going to say, but Howie Roseman, I think he lost that trade right there. He gave up a lot to move up a few spots with Dallas.
Yeah.
McDonald, he's in agreement. The Steeler fan, Mr. Mills, and he's saying, love to find a way to get capital next year, Trevor. You're big on capital.
Oh, yeah.
As we're waiting for the pick, it should be in soon. Again, pick is in. Type it in. I don't know, Mr. Mills, are you in the giveaway? You want to get into a $50 NFL.com drawing? Just type the word pick is in. And anybody else who hasn't, Eddie Murphy, type it in. I don't think you're on there. Type the word pick is in, Eddie. Get a chance for a $50 gift card giveaway.
I will say, I think I am with kind of Jody on this. Like Mekhi Lemon moving up that far. I mean, who was going to take him? Was Pittsburgh take him to the Chargers? I mean, like you didn't have a whole lot really to go before you would have taken him. Chargers, yeah. Yeah, that would have been a little smaller of a wide receiver core with McConkey too. But that, yeah, I mean, it's obviously they got intel. Someone was going to move up for Lemon. Maybe another team, mystery team, was going to move up for him as well.
I'll be honest though, man. The tape that I watched of Mekhi Lemon, I don't know if you guys feel this way, but I thought he played bigger than his actual listed height. I thought he played up pretty well. Looks like you have some exciting news there, Trevor.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I have the next pick whenever we're ready.
He played up bigger, like you said, Keith. But what my only problem is that's pretty high to draft a pure slot receiver.
And to answer Mark and everybody else's question, yes, you are in the giveaway. If you haven't won the first one, the only one that's not in this giveaway is Clayton. The pick is in. Eddie, you're in. Mr. Mills, anybody else who hasn't already, after pick 31, we'll have that lucky drawing for one lucky audience member. Thank you, Eddie, for being in there. And the pick is in for Pittsburgh, Trevor.
Yep, with the 20th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers are taking offensive lineman. They're taking tackle Max Ienhocker from Arizona State. He is the pick, so Steelers do address offensive line.
Keith, another first-round talent here. A lot of people like him.
Yeah, another young talent, though. Junior coming out, 6'6", 330 out of Arizona State. Got some development to do. Love his length. He's got great wingspan, long arms. He's a guy that should be tried out at tackle, but I feel like he needs to get a little better when it comes to the run game. Great pass blocker, obviously, with what maybe Aaron Rodgers is going to come do there for the Pittsburgh Steelers. A good protector for him. I was wondering when this guy was going to go. This seems about the right range for him.
Absolutely. Keith and Horseman, I want to put Keith Stober's comment up. Jody, I don't want to lose you because you can be blocked for a second. So Keith, there you go. Keith Stober, thanks for all your hard work. We appreciate all you do. Sporting the Denver Bronco Roundup hat for a draft weekend. He's given us 200 stars, everybody. So let's clap it up. Stober, good friend and supporter of all our shows. Thank you, Keith.
Thank you, Keith.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Michael, my phone is hot. That is why it is not letting me comment on the Denver Bronco round. Thanks, Michael, for sharing.
Does that mean he picked it up on the black market down there in Arizona? What's going on? Or are you just saying it's a little bit warm?
A little warm over there.
All right, very good. Very good.
There. So, Chargers, AFC West, Jody. I know you, Trevor, Keith Stober, Michael Ronquillo, very interested in this pick. Last year it was Amarion Hampton. A lot of people didn't like that pick. Who the Chargers going to be looking for here with a lot of linemen off the board?
Two guys for me. I think Pregnon could go here. They need to replace Mekhi Becton. And I think they also could look at McDonald from Ohio State, the defensive tackle. Those would be the two names for me.
I think anything else, Trevor or Keith, you think could be in play here? I'm not liking the board if I'm the Chargers. I may be looking to trade back, to be honest with you.
I wonder if they go corner at some point in time. Would this be a prime position for Jamal McCoy?
Yeah, Jamal McCoy's still on that board.
Or Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson can move.
Could this be edge rusher losing Owa to the Commanders?
Could. Yeah.
Yeah.
Defensive tackle too. Yeah.
Glenn coming in, a little fun one for you there, Michael. All the Arizona single ladies hitting up the Ronk. He's on Do Not Disturb for the draft. love it. Ernie, Chargers need a water boy. love. You guys are a riot, and we love it. Keith, we truly love it.
That's some high quality H2O.
Oh, wow. Adam Chandler 2.0 we got in here.
And Michael saying, I hope not Jacob Rodriguez for the Chargers.
Oh, he's one of
Who
those
do you
guys.
not want to see the Chargers take, guys? Go ahead. Let's do that with you three. Keith, I'll start with you. You're the first one I see. Who do you not want the Chargers to take here?
Jacob Rodriguez. I said late first round, early second round. I think that teams could really value him a lot higher than Broncos country would really like, because I don't think he's going to be anywhere near 62. Like I said, end of the second round, beginning of the first, it'd be a Charger thing to do. But I'm kind of in agreement also with Keith. Edge, I think it could be an opportunity there as well. I just need to look at my edge guys that are left.
Jody, who do you not want the Chargers to take?
McNeil Warren. I don't want to see McNeil Warren and Derwin James back there.
Mr. Mills'
Good call.
Kid is not happy. Steelers with the pick, or because Freeling is gone? And Trevor, you play along too. Bronco fans, who do you not want the Chargers to take here? Because I'm going to do the same thing with the Cowboys next pick.
Mine's Jermon McCoy. The upside that you would be getting with McCoy, put that on that Chargers defense. I mean, that would be scary.
Yeah. Couple comments coming in. Phil told the Ronk that was a Target phone. Should have gotten it at Walmart. They're still giving the Ronk a hard time on his phone. You got a lot of love, Ben. Michael, you got a lot of love. A lot of love, my friend.
Could this be Omar Cooper as well? I think this could be Omar Cooper as well. They could go wide receiver.
Oh, yeah.
And TW just said Casey or Cooper would be a nightmare scenario.
Yeah.
I actually would love it.
I like Omar Cooper Jr.
Casey, because I'm not really big on Casey Concepcion. So,
yeah, his
out of the two
started to rise late.
Out of the two, I would prefer them take Casey Concepcion.
Yeah, but Omar Cooper would be the one that'd be the scariest. That's for dang sure. I like Omar Cooper, and I'm surprised he has actually fallen this far. So
I liked him more than
call out there.
And
I liked him more than Lemon.
That I got to put it up. Sorry, Michael. Got to read it again. Phil McLaughlin. I told the Ronk that was a Target phone. Should have gotten it at Walmart because it comes with 50 stars. So I had to say it again. So thank you, Phil. Lots of love for Michael Ronquillo. Everybody's
comment of the night so far. Appreciate
a little
it.
fun, hard time they're giving you, Michael, on your phone. They don't want your phone to be hot.
Mm-hmm. It'll be interesting though. I mean, obviously now we've kind of seen the shakeup that we've seen so far in this draft. I mean, from the Raiders now taking Mendoza, KC moving up, and now we got the Chargers. So we're really going to get a feel for the AFC West, Jody.
Could you see them taking the edge from Texas A&M since they lost? I can't think of his name. The guy that went to the Ravens.
Watch, I see Keldrick Falk to be in play. T.J. Parker.
Yep.
Mesidor.
And Khalil Mack, he's getting up there in age. He's coming off an injury as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree, man. All good. Edge, I think, is definitely could be in play here, but that's just me.
Well, the pick is in also, so whenever we're ready.
Oh, and Patrick just sent in 100 stars. No reason. Thanks. Thank you. And thank you for sharing that you're sending the stars. It's doesn't pop up on our screen, so we have to check on our phones. And with so much stuff going on, sometimes we miss them. So definitely let us know if you sent stars. We truly appreciate it, and we're not purposely not announcing it on the show. So thank you, Patrick, for 100 stars.
Yes, thank you, Patrick.
And the pick is in. Go ahead, Trevor.
With the number 22nd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers select Akeem Mesidor, edge rusher out of Miami.
Edge rusher out of Miami. That's me. Akeem Mesidor, Ruben Dane's teammate. If he wasn't 25 years old, 6'3", 280, he might be a top 10 pick if he's 22 years old. When you look at Akeem Mesidor, 17 and a half tackles for loss, 12 and a half sacks last year. 52 in his career tackle for loss, 35 and a half for his career. Rare explosiveness for a heavy edge, almost 300 pounds. With a wide frame, able to hold his ground, and should have blockers turning towards the quarterback. I mean, this guy, I watched him at Miami. Like I said, if he wasn't 25, he'd be a top 10 pick. And his weakness is he needs to develop more technical approach. He's only got like one or two moves and a very low ceiling and an above average floor. I think you're right there. You know what you're going to get with Mesidor. You're not going to get high ceiling and you're not going to get a big floor. I think you're going to get a safe play there, and I think it's a really smart play for the Chargers, guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you have Khalil Mack on that 1-year contract. I mean, he's not long-term, so definitely understand going edge rusher. I like Folk a little bit more just because of his upside, but could definitely see him going here. Mesidor, I think, again, one of those edge rushers like Bain that's got a high floor, though.
Cowboys are up, and I'm scared this could be Jacob Rodriguez. Trevor, I'll just take about 30 seconds for Glenn's question. He wants to know how I became a Miami Hurricane fan. Just the college. I started looking for a college team when I was young and really enjoyed, seeing them on TV. Back then, I'm 51 now. I'm not going to hide my age. Wasn't much on TV. There wasn't 20 games on. So Miami was always a powerhouse with the Jimmy Johnson era and just the players that they, developed and, year after year. The powerhouses in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. I became a fan. Loved the green and orange. Bought a lot of gear, a lot of NFL, a lot of college apparel from them, and became a fan. So it's the simple reason.
Do you own a Catholics versus Convicts T-shirt?
No, I don't. I don't, but Paul doesn't own one neither. But let me get back to Trevor, and I'll hit up the comments because the Cowboys are up. What did they maybe trade back for? Who could they be targeting?
Well, I have the pick for the Cowboys right now, too.
Okay, let me get a couple comments, just a couple of short ones coming in. The story, 25, closer for Mesidor than AARP than in his prime. Glenn coming in. Someone give Ernie Mays a Lion coffee. He just rated Chargers and Chiefs above an F. Mark loves Michigan. If you're a big college football fan, type in your favorite college football team in the chat. Love to know. Go ahead, Trevor. You can take it.
Yeah, with the 23rd overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Malachi Lawrence, the edge rusher out of UCF. So Cowboys going defense heavy in this draft.
This was a guy that started climbing up my boards. I'm surprised he's going here. But 6'4", 264, 250, 28 tackles for loss in his career, 20 sacks. Natural pass rusher is what Dallas needs. He's patient. He's a perfect blend, I should say, of physical and technical prowess. Ideal frame for position. His weaknesses is his run defense, but you don't need a run defender. You want an edge rusher. You're getting it in Malachi Lawrence. Average ceiling, average floor. Similar to Akeem Mesidor for me. I don't think he's going to be with his – got to improve in the run defense, but I don't think the ceiling is going to be very high. Safe pick. I like the pick. I had him ranked in my top 10 for edge rushers. I think they get a good one here.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody know, and I'm just looking off this picture, does he have bad knees? You don't see a lot of edge rushers with the big double knee braces like that.
Good question.
Yeah.
Mark, Michigan Wolverines. Ernie, Colorado Buffaloes. Michael Ronquillo, Arizona Wildcats. Miami Hurricanes here. Jody, Notre Dame. I don't know if Keith and Trevor have a team.
Yeah, I mean, I follow all college football. I don't really have a specific team. I mean, Buffs, of course. You're always trying to see if what they're doing, keeping an eye on if you live in Colorado. But I mean, everybody.
Montana State.
You got it, buddy. You got it. Man. Montana State or U of M. You got two choices up here, two small schools. So.
Yeah,
I just
Michael
that
with a great question. Not a question. Michael with great comment. The two safeties haven't been picked yet.
Yeah.
And we had them going, especially Thieneman. We thought Vikings for sure around that.
Wonder if the Browns here at 24 go Cooper, though. They need wide receiver help.
Yeah, that's where I was going to say. This is your chance for if you're the Cleveland Browns. They've already used their first pick, and they went Spencer Fano. Now the opportunity to go wide receiver, whether it be like a Denzel Boston, whether it be a guy like who'd you just Omar Cooper Jr. That would be one way I definitely go. They could go cornerback as well, interior offensive line, like I said, center as a need as well. So those are the top 3-4 that I'd have on my list there.
Glenn and I are not friends anymore. He's a Florida Gator fan. So yeah, the Browns pick is in. Keith, Trevor, take it away, and we're going to go back to Keith for the pick.
The 24th pick, with the 24th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Casey Concepcion, the wide receiver out of Texas A&M.
Wow.
Casey, he's the notch down behind Cooper for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the one thing that might, raise him up, I guess, a little bit is he's going to obviously give you that ability to get some returns in as well. Young guy, junior, 5'11", 190. For the Browns, I think it's just a need. You know what I mean? I'll let the wide receiver expert talk about the wide receiver himself. But when you have Jerry Jeudy as your only threat, you need to get somebody else. Casey Concepcion is going to obviously help push that envelope for whoever is quarterback in the Browns.
Yeah.
All right, so I meant Trevor when I said Keith. I put wide receiver.
Okay.
Sorry, Trevor.
I think for me, Mark Cooper Jr. was definitely in play here. Casey Concepcion, I don't love the pick for the Browns. I will be saying this is probably one of the more questionable picks for me. Not because of the position, it's just a player. I thought Mark Cooper was a little higher for me. I mean, Concepcion, the drops were a big thing for him. Not the most biggest, the most watch with the most size, just to say. With Jerry Jeudy, I mean, I know you needed to address wide receiver, but I certainly would have either moved down with this pick or I would have taken a different wide receiver here. Concepcion going a little bit higher maybe than what I would have had him. I thought he was more of a second round pick here, but I understand the need for sure. And I mean, if he can just learn how to use his hands a little bit more and no drops. I mean, I think that this is a receiver with some explosiveness capability, and certainly could help whoever the quarterback is for the Browns. Browns going offensive heavy with their first round picks this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bears are on the clock. Could see edge rusher here for sure. Maybe they look to trade back. Getting close to the range where if I'm the Giants, I'm thinking about calling in. Dylan Thieneman's on the board. Emmanuel McNeil-Warren, Gerard McCoy, Colton Hood. A lot of great defensive players to slide in a little bit here. Colton Hood, not really slided, but Keldrick Falk, Peter Woods, Caden McDonald. There's a lot of good value here on the defensive side.
Keldrick Falk as an edge rusher, the Chicago Bears need an edge rusher badly. Safety, so the safety could be a big need. We've seen the safeties slide all the way down here to the 25th, so they're going to get the pick of the litter at the 25 spot. Do need some help on some left tackle, but I don't think this is the spot to do it. But a big run stopper like a guy like Peter Woods, I wouldn't rule him out either.
Yeah. We're going to see what the pick is shortly.
There's got to be more defensive side of the ball for sure. I think. Yeah.
Yep. I mean, get Montez Sweat some help at edge. I mean, that would be huge for this team. You know, so. But
what's starting to scare me as I'm looking at the board, who's coming up? Bills, 49ers, Texans, Chiefs. Corners are falling right into Kansas City's lap. You know, they already took the lane, but could they double up?
Forget that edge rusher. Falk continues to fall. He's going to fall right into the Chiefs' hands at 29. I mean, they could definitely double up, but I mean, I think edge needs to be something they look at too. Maybe Lomo too.
Delane and McCoy in the same draft.
Yeah.
It was our two that we were very high on, Trevor, and he is dropping.
Yeah. And then you maybe forget about some of the players that you moved off of at cornerback if you get two of the top corners possibly in this draft.
And I always said, like, all right, here, for example, like, PS2, best corner in the league, in my opinion. But why not go get the best corner in a draft, and double up that corner? No teams really double up that corner. They double up at other positions, but you don't see, like, Riley Moss is a good complementary piece, but is he a true number one corner in this league? Go get another number one corner and have two lockdown. Who are you going to throw to? If you got two lockdown corners, who are you going to throw to?
Yeah, seriously.
More importantly, who's going to block for Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah.
Say hello to our good friend Carson Claus, my Detroit Lion fan. Carson, what do you think of your pick? Hopefully we're going to have Carson on with us for a little bit on Saturday talking about Detroit Lions and NFC North with everybody. Go check out my friend Carson on the Carson Shear Show, doing all Detroit sports. He's the voice of the Detroit Pistons on YouTube. Playoffs, Detroit Pistons versus Magic. Does play-by-play over there. He does amazing stuff. Go check him out today, Carson Shear Show. And we hope to see you on Saturday, my friend. Having a good show for sure, and enjoying it with all our friends and friends. He likes to pick. Blake Miller's a beast, he's saying. Keith, you covered the offensive line.
Yeah, love his tenacity at the point of attack, and like I said, being able to turn his defender, open up creases.
Yep.
Clemson didn't have a great year, but I think it was a good one.
As some people are coming in, do me a favor, do us a favor, get yourself entered into an NFL.com $50 gift card giveaway, which they are going to give away before pick 32 is up. Type the word pick is in the chat. Like and subscribe, Facebook, YouTube, all of the above. Get yourself entered. We already had a $25 winner, Clayton Huron. Congratulations to Clayton, big friend and fan of the show. Glad he was able to get a gift card from us. But a $50 one coming to wrap up night one. Looking forward to that, to see which one of our audience members and friends can get that $50 NFL.com card for them.
Unless something big happens, I won't be making another pick tonight, gentlemen. So unless there's a trade, I just have to worry about the players. So that's awesome.
Yeah, I don't have many neither.
I am done. I am
AFC
out.
South. They got Texans. That's it.
I got teams waiting forever now for some of these guys. I mean, yeah.
As we're waiting for the Bears pick,
Green Bay Packers are kind of like the Broncos. Oh, go ahead.
To Michael, just saying Denzel Boston's still there. I like Denzel Boston, Michael. That was a second-round target for me for the New York Giants. I like Denzel Boston.
Green Bay Packers are a lot like the Denver Broncos. Their first pick is in the second round at 52, just to kind of on the NFC North side of things. So they'll be waiting a while, Packers fans, all you cheeseheads out there.
Eddie Murphy's got a Giants question for me. Are we taking a defensive tackle this draft, Kenny? I'll tell you what, Eddie. If we don't take one at 37, DJ Reader will be a Giant right after this draft. And maybe Shelby Harris or Calais Campbell will be joining him. If they don't address it,
Kenny. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, if they don't address it at 37, DJ Reader's a Giant.
Lot of traction, DJ Reader to the Baltimore Ravens as well, so you better watch yourself.
Yeah, I know.
Get your guy, or you better get your guy. One of the two.
You're just fingers crossed that McDonald falls to 37.
Oh, Caden McDonald.
And here you go. Trevor's up with the pick for the Chicago Bears.
With the 25th overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select safety Dylan Thiemann out of Oregon here. Like we said, defensive pick here for the Bears.
That was
big need for the Bears, man. It's, like I said, safety, one of the top ones. I thought Thiemann was obviously falling. I didn't scout him. Somebody else did, so I'll let Tim talk about it. But a huge need for the Chicago Bears here to be competitive in the NFC North.
And this is Jody's, right? Because he had safety.
Yep.
Yeah, he was my number 2 safety behind McNeil Warren. Love his size. Can cover, makes good tackles. So this is a good pickup, and the Bears really needed secondary help. So
Yeah.
Here's the
downhill
range,
guy.
guys. Pick 26. Is anybody going to trade in? That'd be my question to everybody. Rapid fire. Are we going to see another trade before the end of the night?
I think so. I think someone trades in to get Jacob Rodriguez.
Boy, we're all on that Jacob Rodriguez train all of a sudden, man. That reminds me, we didn't have the train whistle, man. The train whistle for any trades we had.
And
I'm
here
hoping
comes
we get
one.
I want to toot it. I want to toot it because I think that I was hoping for like 4 or 5 trades in the first round, to be completely honest. So, yeah, good. If we got a trade, let's hear it.
Sound the trade whistle. We got a trade. The Houston Texans are trading up to pick 26 with the Buffalo Bills. I can keep spamming that if you want, but just kidding. No, I mean, this is a trade up for the Texans. We'll see what they're looking to address here with this trade up, though.
ASC South. Kenny, that's
AFC
you,
South,
isn't it?
I think this is going to be Caden McDonald or Peter Woods here.
Yeah.
Makes too much sense, in my opinion. It's a need. Trevor and I have been doing mock drafts. Keith did a couple with us. It's been a position we addressed in every mock draft, if not in the first round, the second round. So I think it's got to be that at 26. Maybe a wild card would be Pregnon here, move up 2 spots. But I think there's a defensive tackle they're coveting that I think that they don't want to take a chance that is not there 2 picks away. So I think it could be Peter Woods or Caden McDonald.
I got the trade details as well. Buffalo will be getting pick 28, 69, and 167. Houston's getting back 26 and 91.
Keith, can you hit this one up from Eddie Murphy real quick? He's a Giant fan, so he doesn't. He said, "What did the Broncos do? Why do the Broncos not have a first rounder?" Can you put him up to date?
Oh boy, yeah. Well, we decided to spend our first round draft pick on a little guy named Jalen Waddle. Got him in from the Miami Dolphins. A big key upgrade for Bo Nix in this offense. What we can do, obviously, through the air, and excited to see what Davis Webb does with him. So, no first round draft pick for the Denver Broncos, but as our good friend Mile High Dutchie Albert Knoppers came in earlier, said, just consider him your first round pick.
Yeah. Glenn wants to know from Giant fans, Eddie, Mark, you're out there. Who do we want to replace Dexter Lawrence? Caden McDonald or Lee Hunter? Those are my 2. And those are my only 2 if we're going in the draft to grab them. Pick is in. And wow, a big wow.
You're not a
position that we just talked about, but I'm a wow in the pick. I'm wow in the player. Trevor, take it away, and you got the position.
Yeah, with the 26th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans are taking interior offensive lineman Kalen Rutledge out of Georgia Tech. So big trade up for the Texans. I mean, they're going offensive line. And with this move, not going to the defense side of the ball. Obviously, this is a team that has bad offensive line issues going forward, or at least up to this point, they've had bad offensive line issues. But they go ahead and address that and move up for Rutledge. Goes to show, though, he wasn't going to make it down there where they're picking back into the first round. So Rutledge ends up being a back end of the first round draft pick. A lot of people had him going second round, but Houston Texans on what they're getting, I mean, they're getting a complete guard. I mean, honestly, you couldn't argue that he was number 2 with Pregnon in this draft class when it comes to interior offensive linemen. And so we have 2 now interior offensive linemen going in the first round, and the first round is not even done.
I had a hard time getting the graphic for him, guys, so apologize for that. So.
No, we weren't expecting him in the first round. I get it.
Kenny, are you out on Peter Woods? You didn't mention him in the 2 defensive tackles you want.
Not my top guy, but if a lot of people like him. Paul Rosen, my co-host on Giants, New York Football Giants Talk, likes Peter Woods. It's his top defensive tackle. I like Caden McDonald and Lee Hunter better for what we need. We need a big nose tackle type of guy, and that's why I'm there. But Jody, you've got the 49ers coming up. Because Buffalo just made the trade run 27. You got the 49ers, Jody. I don't know what they could be doing here. Could they be looking to trade back?
If they don't, I think they might consider wide receiver here. I think Omar Cooper makes a lot of sense. That would probably where I'd be leaning.
If I'm the New York Giants, Eddie's out there. I know Eddie's out there with me. I'm thinking about trading up and get my slot replacement for and Deebo Samuel type player, replacing Wan'Dale Robinson, because you got Darnell Mooney and Calvin Austin, good veteran guys, but not stars. Get me an Omar Cooper, move up a little bit, go get him. And like Kurt Valenti always says, F them picks. We don't need a second-round pick. You go get Omar Cooper.
Well, three first rounds is enough.
But he may be going here as Trevor's got another trade coming in.
Yeah, Miami Dolphins are moving up to pick 27. 49ers are getting pick 30 and 90 back. This is the full details of the trade. Miami is trading up, getting 27 and 138. So slight move up later on in the draft for the 49ers are getting 90 and 30 back. But Miami obviously trading up. I think this has got to be playmaker here.
Cooper.
Denzel Boston or Cooper. And Glenn said Cooper to the Niners or trade back. Good call, Glenn, because they traded back. Good call out there.
Yep.
Yeah, because the Dolphins do need a playmaker. There's Kalen Rutledge, big boy. Big boy there. Captain. I love it.
Yeah, and he's a true inside guy. There's no moving him outside.
Oh, my gosh. Well, I am – guys, my bad. I got to get this training wheel. I got to get this trade whistle going. I am a little
one
off.
job. He's got one job, everybody. Talk about trades and bring us the picks, and he hasn't done the whistle.
I just did it now. I'm making up for it. I mean, we have the 2 days of
having some fun there
whistles
with the
coming up.
Rocket Man.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a little bit of a surprising move. Trades after trades now coming into the back end of the first round, and we may not be done with trades yet.
No, as
small trades
as
is
we're
what
waiting
I was
for
talking
the Dolphins.
Yeah,
Getting closer to that 32 pick on the board when we're going to have our $50 NFL.com giveaway for one special audience member, one of our friends. Type the word pick is in. Facebook, YouTube, subscribe, $50 entry, get a shot at a nice little, apparel for your favorite team. Or if you like, you can get me something New York Giants. You can buy Jody a nice something there for his wall on the Broncos. No, but you definitely all keep it for yourself. Let us know what you got out of it too. Love to see pictures, photos of what you got with your gift cards. So Clayton, definitely let us know what you got. I know Clayton will be lining up the Broncos stuff there, guys, when he gets his gift cards. So looking forward to that. Maybe they're still giving poor Michael phone problem. They're mocking him with the phone still. Maybe Ronk will do the whistle for a cold new iPhone. Wow, Trevor, what did we say? This guy might hit the first round. So go ahead. Back-to-back wow for me. Trevor, the pick is in. Take it away.
Yeah, this is a player that we thought could move into the back end of the first round with the 27th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. Miami Dolphins have selected cornerback Chris Johnson. This is out of San Diego State. Wow, this is a big pickup for the Miami Dolphins. They passed on cornerback early. Only the second cornerback taken in this draft. And Chris Johnson taken ahead of Colton Hood, Avion Terrell, some of these other guys in this draft.
Jerron McCoy
as well.
Now is really, you might see him go in the early tomorrow because of the injury.
Right. Yeah, and this is a big trade up for Miami. But again, defense side of the ball, you got to address it, and they end up doing that with this pick.
Absolutely. Who do we have on the clock? We had a bunch of trade. Buffalo's on the clock now. Back to you, Trevor. AFC East.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Buffalo, I mean, I like this situation that you've kind of got yourself into. I mean, there's still corners are still on the board. I mean, the only two taken so far in this draft. Defensive line, McDonald's still there. Maybe there's a surprise pick in there. Lee Hunter's taken here in the first round too. We don't know, but Buffalo. I mean, they could edge rusher. Kendrick Falk's still there. They could really go in a lot of different directions. Omar Cooper is still there somehow, some way. So a lot of different directions that Buffalo can go into, and I wouldn't be surprised, if they went edge, if they went wide receiver again. I know they got DJ Moore, but I mean, I don't think that stops them from taking another wide receiver here, possibly. Many different directions. This could be a defensive pick, though. I will say I'm leaning more defense here if I'm Buffalo, but we'll see.
Yeah, this one, he grew on us, man. He definitely grew on us, Trevor, towards the end of our mock drafts. But to go ahead of these other guys, I'm shocked. Man. And this is starting to look pretty good for the Giants on day 2 if they don't decide to move up. But as we wait for Buffalo to come in, a few more picks in the first round. I mean, what else to say? I mean, it's been a fun first round for sure.
Yeah, been pretty wild, man. Yeah.
Would you be all right if the Giants took Hood, or is this injury starting to
second round?
Yeah.
You mean McCoy
or McCoy? Sorry,
I'm running to the podium right now. I'm trading for him right now. I didn't think he'd last this long. He's got the talent.
So you're not scared about the injury?
No, not at this point in the draft. At 10, maybe yes, but not here. I did not expect him to last here. If I am close to making a phone call and giving up one of my 4th round picks, I'm very close. What's maybe holding me there is none of the defensive tackles went off the board yet, neither.
I was going to say, you're going to have to really see, because Giants don't have a 3rd round pick, so either you're waiting on a defensive tackle,
maybe
moving
back tomorrow for the Giants.
Yeah.
I mean, McNeil Warren's sitting there. I mean, how's this guy still sitting on the board?
I don't think
Eldrick Falk, McNeil Warren. These are guys that we had mocked very early in drafts, and they're sitting. Omar Cooper. It happens every year, but I'm surprised that these are the guys that are sitting, that are dropping.
But Miami, if you're Miami, you were able to, you were able to secure, what was it? They got Proctor, their tackle, and a get corner. That's 2 premium positions. I think if you're Dolphins fans, you're pretty happy with what the Dolphins have done so far in this draft.
Yeah. And you know what? Everybody's board's different. Chris Johnson may be somebody's 5th best corner. Might have been the Dolphins' number 2. And they got him there, and that's why they went with him there.
Yeah.
As we're waiting, again, pick is in. Type the pick is in the chat. Get yourself entered into a $50 NFL.com giveaway. Plenty of giveaways tomorrow. Please come hang out with us tomorrow. Going to be lots of fun tomorrow. Day 2 is when the draft is won in the middle rounds 2 and 3. Going to be a lot of exciting picks tomorrow coming. More giveaways, more fun and analysis from the guys. So come join us tomorrow and have more fun with us. As the pick is coming in, Patriots are trading. Go ahead, Trevor. I stole that from you. Sound the whistle.
Yeah, I'm going to sound the whistle because we have another trade for everybody. The trade whistle is up and added again. Apologies for not having it up earlier. But we have the trade whistle going up because the Patriots are trading up to pick 28 and another in-division trade, second in-division trade within the first round. I mean, it's another big one.
This is 2 trade backs for Buffalo. So they're not happy with the board, or they're very happy with the board, and they got a couple guys that they like, so they keep moving back and getting more picks. That's probably the reason for trading back.
Quick question for Trevor: Are they trying to trade back because they don't have draft picks? Do you know what Buffalo has for this draft? Are they needing more picks and just went this direction?
I think more or less is where the board's at. Honestly,
okay.
Keith, if I'm being honest, I think their pick situation, from my understanding, is not overly the issue. I think where you're talking about corners and defensive line slipping back. I mean, if you can get a chance to move back, you're still in the top or the back end of the first round, so still have that 5th option available. I just think with where the board's at, you have a chance to address cornerback. We've got corners falling, safeties are falling, wide receivers are falling. I mean, you got different different ways, different directions you could go. So you get a chance to add more draft capital and still get the player, one of the top players on your board that's still available. You do that, I think, all day if you're Buffalo.
Could be Keldrick Falk. They need defense. They need edge rusher. Michael, bold prediction tomorrow, guys. Jacob Rodriguez, 33, and Glenn saying the train whistles brought to you by Morgan Trinkets and Lion Coffee. And Trevor's the pick is in. Take it away. Makes sense.
With the 28th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New England Patriots have selected Caleb Lumu the tackle out of Utah.
Yeah,
Will Campbell there. Go ahead, Trevor. Yeah. Go ahead, Keith. This is your spot.
Yeah, offensive tackle, left tackle. Right tackle. Sorry, left tackle. My goodness, got all my notes all messed up. Young guy, you can see here, sophomore, 6'6", 304. Still got some development to do, but a lot of potential. Another guy that you could end up moving into the interior if they're needing that for the Patriots. Again, I was kind of surprised left tackles hung out as long as they did, and Caleb Lomu was one of those guys that hung out way too long. The Patriots decide it's too long. We're going up and we're going to get him.
Yeah.
Are they moving Will Campbell? Do you think they're moving Will Campbell to right tackle now, or?
That's a great question. What do you think?
I mean, they said they had all the confidence in him, but I mean, he played like garbage, I thought, in the playoffs.
Oops, sorry, Jody, I'm cutting you off. Let's switch spots for a second.
I think I would consider it if you think Lomo has better upside.
Glenn's given us good insight on it. Keith, Lomo will start. Campbell will have to be kicked inside. If we had Dobbins, we would have put 35 on them in the snow. Will Campbell needs to be.
I could see Campbell getting kicked inside.
Yeah.
Will Campbell after last year, he kind of reminds me of like Evan Neal, who started at tackle, didn't play good there, and then they bumped him inside, and just because of where they drafted him.
Trevor has the Chiefs pick. Everybody, I know there's a lot of interested parties with this pick.
Yeah, I do have the Chiefs pick. I'm trying to get details on the trade that we just went down. But Peter Woods ends up being the pick here for the Kansas City Chiefs. The defensive tackle out of Clemson. He ends up going off the board ahead of Caden McDonald.
I'm happy as a Giant fan because the board's falling perfect. If we want to go defensive tackle, Caden McDonald, Lee Hunter, Keith, let's do it. Let's get Lee to the Giants.
There you go.
Tackle.
I want to hear from Jody, man. Peter Woods to the Chiefs, man. You have the AFC West. Big addition for the Chiefs, though.
Yeah, this is, in my opinion, soon to be replacement for I can't. What's the Chiefs tackle? I'm drawing a blank.
Chris Jones.
Sorry, I think this is a replacement for Chris Jones eventually. He's like he said, or Kenny said earlier, he big guy, started at Clemson. So it fits a need. I don't really like this. I don't really like them getting him. He was probably my number 2 defensive tackle.
Further down mine, I had defensive tackles. Just a couple notes on him. 14.5 tackles for loss, 5 sacks. Athleticism is unheard of. He's explosive off the snap, but he's got a weakness. His lack of polished moves. He's more of a one-trick pony.
He likes to bull rush a lot.
Above average ceiling, below average floor. He's going to be hit or miss in this draft, in my opinion. When we look at him 2-3 years from now, he could be a next Chris Jones, or he can be a complete bust. So we're going to see. I wasn't a big fan of him. I'm happy he's gone. And Trevor didn't like him neither, so I'm sure he's happy he's on the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm one of the big Peter Woods guy, but I do quickly have the details for the Buffalo and New England trade. It's for Buffalo trade 28 to New England, and return got 31 and 125. So Buffalo getting an extra 4th round pick back in return. They have pick 126 as well. So Buffalo loading up with draft capital, possibly could be doing that for day 2. Look to move up and be aggressive. Possibly also need to get a little bit cheaper with some of the contracts that they have on that team, that cap flexibility.
And with them on the clock, where do you think they go? This is the Jalen Waddle pick, by the way, which got moved around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is now you're talking about the Jets. Yeah. Go ahead, man.
Yeah. No, for me, I mean, I think they could go a lot of different ways. I mean, I still like Kate McDonald on the board. Cornerback could still be in play for them. Yeah,
Omar
see.
Cooper.
Yeah, Omar Cooper.
Lots of options here. The board trading back 2 spots. There's somebody on the board they like. I'm going to go Omar Cooper here because nobody's been taking wide receivers. I think they felt comfortable that Omar Cooper or a different wide receiver, Denzel Boston, if they want to go large wide receiver, those could be the 2 guys in play here if they go that route.
This would be San Francisco on the clock, right? Pick 30.
Is it San Francisco or Buffalo?
Buffalo's at 31.
Oh, Buffalo trade. Oh, it's San Francisco.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Yeah.
Still Omar Cooper, but I'm going to rule out Denzel Boston.
Well,
'Cause
was
they got
there a
Mike
trade?
Evans
Because
over
I
there.
see the 40. Or I see the Jets are on at number 30 right now, according to NFL.
Yeah, and Glenn's saying McDonald or Cooper for the Jets.
Yep.
We may have a trade. If anybody has some info on that, can you let us know? Glenn, was there a
Currently,
trade
it's
that
the-
we missed?
Yeah, currently the Jets are on the clock.
Oh yeah,
so.
yeah. It's pick 33 and 179 headed back to the Jets, or excuse me, headed back to the 49ers for pick 30.
So 49ers
Yeah,
also
move up.
trade back twice.
Mm-hmm.
You just alluded to Buffalo trying to save some money, maybe 49ers too, moving out of the first round. Jets already got Sadiq. I think they can go corner here. Colton Hood or
Yeah.
Jahmad McCoy, Avion Terrell, I think would be really smart for the
Yeah.
Jets. And
Yeah.
Darren Moogie in his first, Bronco fans know this name, Darren Moogie in his first NFL draft got three picks. Pretty darn good so far. Bailey and Sadiq. What does he do? What does he do here at 30? And it's become an A.
Oh, I got to do the trade whistle again. I am forgetting. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to get all the details in without messing it up. But yes, trade whistle on par again. I mean, yeah, Kenny, I think you hit the nail on the head with the Jets. Though, I mean, could they go Omar Cooper here? Could they go cornerback with Jahmad McCoy falling as well? I mean, I think both those options are definitely in play for the Jets.
Yeah. So, good friend,
Especially because they traded Sauce Gardner last year.
Yep. Our good friend Rodney Garcia coming in a little late, but always good to see you, Rodney. Damn Chiefs. We're not happy with we're happy with the Peter Woods. Trevor and I are at least.
Rodney Garcia, you better type the
Yes.
pick is in. Get all signed up for that $50 NFL gift card that we're going to be giving away. We're going to be giving it away before the Seahawks make their pick, so it's like right around the corner. Just type the pick is in, get entered to win $50 NFL gift card.
And the Jets pick is in. A little shocker here, but they are making some noise.
Yeah, with the 30th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Jets have traded up and are taking Indiana wide receiver Amari Cooper Jr. He is off the board. Jets are adding another playmaker alongside Kenyon Sadiq from this offensive standpoint. Amari Cooper, I think I have wide receivers. I thought Omar Cooper for me was my third best wide receiver in this class. Durable hands. You gotta love what he is in size. I think he's, for me, I like him more of an outside X wide receiver, 6 foot, 201 from Indiana. Yeah, I just love what he is from a route tree standpoint. I'm a little surprised he fell this far. But Omar Cooper Jr. alongside Garrett Wilson in this offense. Yeah, Kenny Sadiq in there as well. Suddenly that New York Jets offense doesn't look as bad. Darren Moogie being aggressive in this draft, though. I think if you're Jets fans, you got to love with what the Jets have done so far.
Absolutely unreal that they're winners in the first round for me. One more time. So we got pick 31 coming up. After pick 31, we are going to have our $50 NFL gift card, NFL.com gift card giveaway. Type the pick is in if you haven't already. Rodney, last call to try and get in. Clayton was last call, and he won the $25 gift card earlier. So want a shot at it, Rodney? Let me see. Pick is in the chat, and we'll give you a shot at the $50 gift card giveaway. I do have the names here. Patrick is in. Phil, Glenn, Ernie Mays, Mark Calderio, Michael Ronquillo, and Eddie Murphy. Anybody else? It's going to be the last call because right after pick 31, we're going to make that. We're going to spin the wheel.
Can I enter, Kenny?
Sure.
No, the answer is no.
Sure.
No.
Sure, but if you win, you got to give it away to one of the audience members. We have a second
I will
spin.
definitely do that. I love that, man. I love that.
Eddie Murphy with a great point. Now the Jets just need a quarterback.
They're almost there.
Yeah.
Hey, a lot of truth in that statement.
That's true.
And Glenn even higher than you, Trevor. They're having a sneaky good draft. Cooper was my wide receiver 2 behind Tate. Route running technician. Get Arch Manning next year.
Lining up for something.
The problem is
somebody.
Geno Smith, he's going to have a couple good games. Jets are going to win. Knowing the Jets, they're going to win 6 or 7 games next year and be in purgatory and miss out like they missed out on every quarterback in the past when they had a chance to get the guy they want. It's the Jets.
But I will say next year that's probably all right because I can see probably six or 7 quarterbacks in the first round next year. If it pans out right. If everyone declares.
Ready?
Yep. Got another trade.
Let's go.
We have the Tennessee Titans who have traded with the Buffalo Bills. Bills move back again. Tennessee Titans have moved up to 31 in this draft.
Wow. Tennessee. What could Tennessee be looking at? They got Cardinal Tate. Are they jumping ahead of the Seahawks for Jadarian Price, Jody?
I think it could be very likely.
They need a running back. They need running back over there.
It's got to be edge for me, I think. You were not able to address it early on.
But if that was the case, they've already Seattle said multiple. John Snyder said he wanted to trade back and get more picks. So you could have traded with Seattle right there and still got him and not have to move up.
I'm looking at the edges that are still there, though, Trevor, in due respect. Keldrick Falk, TJ Parker, Cassius Howell were all mocked in some drafts. Most drafts had all these 3 guys in the first round. Move up, I think it could be for if they really valued Jadarian Price. Remember, they didn't go all in for Jeremiah Love. They was taken at 3. They want the Jeremiah Love. They could have taken traded with the Jets or the Cardinals. They chose not to. They need a running back. Are they going to wait or are they going to take one here? Is going to be the question.
Surprise everybody and just go Mike Washington.
Yeah.
Jadarian Price, a little bit younger. Maybe you like what you see in Mike Washington. Just a thought. So.
The pick is in. I'll let Trevor go. I will give him the floor, and then I will come right back, and then we'll do the wheel.
With the 31st pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans have selected edge rusher Keldrick Falk out of Auburn. He is the pick here. Again, like I said a couple minutes ago, Tennessee did not address edge rusher early. This is specifically an Robert Salah pick here. Gets his edge rusher. Falk drops in this draft. For me, he's has a ton of upside, I think, in my opinion, and surprised he's fallen a little bit.
The upside's there. 6'6", 285. The kid's still growing. He's only 20 years old. Just turned 20 not too long ago. Yep. Size and athleticism, versatility, rare. Hard to find all 3 of those traits. Has the strength to set the edge in the ground game as well. His weakness is consistency, really high ceiling, average 4. I think he's going to be – the upside is there. The upside is there for sure. Before we get to pick 32, which is the Seahawks, last call. We had the last call. Again, I got the names Michael. I didn't see Rodney tune in, so in all fairness, I can't put him in the drawing. All right, Keith. So I didn't see him put the pick in. We gave him a couple options there. So good luck, Eddie, Patrick, Phil, Glenn, Ernie, Mark, and Michael Ronquillo. 3 shuffle. Oh, let me share first, guys. Could be cheating if I don't share the screen.
And Kenny won. All right.
And let's just do this. And let's just put you guys over here and we'll spin it. We'll shuffle it 3 times. Good luck, everybody. $50 NFL gift card going to go to Michael Ronquillo.
Oh, the Ronk
Ronk.
by a hair.
By the hair. All right, Michael gets the $50 NFL.com gift card. Congratulations, Michael. That was a close one. Let me stop sharing this and get everybody on.
Michael, make sure you Kenny's doing all the address information, if you don't mind. So go ahead and get in contact with Kenny.
You could send it to me, Michael. We're friends on Facebook. You could send me your address. We'll get that out to you, my friend. Happy for you. Glad you got that one, Michael. That phone's been hot. You've been with us all night long, and you got the last laugh. You got the $50 gift card giveaway. Got some congratulations coming in from Phil and Ernie, and Michael saying thank you.
Congratulations, Michael. Well-deserved, great supporter of all of our shows, including the Pick Is In Draft Show. Been here multiple years. Thank you for coming back. Thanks for having fun with us. Thanks to everyone who entered. Don't worry. Come back tomorrow. More giveaways. Can't wait to see you.
Nice. We got one more pick to wrap up the first round, the Seattle Seahawks. Jody, take it away.
I was just going to say really quickly, we've had 5 of the last 6 picks moved in the first round so far.
Yeah, there you go.
We've had some debates, Jody. I'd like to know, is this Jadarian Price, or do they hold off on running back and wait till the next
round? I'm going to say this is Price. Since they didn't trade back, I'm going to say this is Price.
They didn't trade back. They do have edge rushing needs as well.
You got to replace Kenneth Walker, and I don't know that Charbonnet's a 3-down back. So,
all right, pick is in. Trevor, take it away. The last pick of the first round.
Yes, the last pick of the first round with the number 32 overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. The Seattle Seahawks have selected Notre Dame running back Jadarian Price with this last pick of the first round. A little quick analysis. Surprised that Seattle wasn't able to get a trade partner in this. I mean, they got the running back that they have coveted, get the 5th-year option with Price instead of having to move down in the second round to get him. They get him here in the first round. I wonder if that was part of it as well. Like Jody just said, this is your Kenneth Walker replacement.
I want to answer Mark's question real quick, Jody, in case anybody's got to go. Mark, you got to come back tomorrow, hang out for a few minutes, type the word pick is in when we announce it. And so everybody's names will be erased tonight. Start fresh tomorrow. Congratulations to our winners again. Clayton Huron, $25. Everybody's friend, Michael Ronquillo, $50. Tune in tomorrow. We got plenty of great giveaways tomorrow lined up as well. Will not be disappointed with our giveaways. So we're going to start over with tomorrow's names. Just got to come back.
Might be all new keyword. Might not even be the pick is in.
Right. We're going to do a different keyword.
Go a different direction. Yeah. Everyone gets back in. Even Clayton and Michael Ronquillo, you're back in for all the giveaways. More than just gift cards tomorrow. So that'll be fun as well.
Absolutely. Keith, wanted to have like a 5-minute warning, give everybody about 5 minutes, get some questions, comments, concerns in. Our first round is over, and we'll get our final thoughts in.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Sounds good.
Patrick, thank you. 100 stars coming for Patrick.
Wow.
For a great show.
Patrick, wow.
Spoiler alert, we're looking to have Patrick join us tomorrow if all goes well towards the end of tomorrow's back half of the show, and a special giveaway as well. So come hang out with us tomorrow for sure, and come see Patrick live. Hopefully we get Patrick on with us tomorrow, and some other friends as well on Saturday. Some in the audience today, some haven't come on tonight, but they will be with us Saturday as well. So looking forward to that. Getting a lot of awesome shows. Real quick, I'll give you my winner, and I'll give you my try and figure out a loser in this draft. Winner's got to be the Jets. 3 picks in this draft, 2 playmakers, and the best edge rusher on my paper, my board. A+ for the Jets. If I got to go loser, thinking of somebody who could be loser. Maybe the Dolphins. I mean, Caden Proctor and Chris Johnson wouldn't have been my two top choices at those positions, but everybody's got a different board, so maybe the Dolphins would be my loser. Trevor, you're below me. I'll go to you. Winner, loser.
Oh, man, that's tough. I agree with you with the Jets side. I think the Jets had a great day. I'll go a little bit different. I'm going to go with Tennessee. I think they got Carnell Tate at 4. I know it was a little bit of a surprise, but you got the number one wide receiver, plus you're able to get into the back end of the first round to get your edge rusher. I'm going to go with Tennessee.
Eddie's going Rams. Ty Simpson, not a fan. Ernie saying Giants A, 30 other teams lost. I'll go to Keith next.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but I like what the Chiefs did with Mansour Delane and then Peter doubling up with Peter Woods. So I think that's a pretty good one. Loser for me, I mean, it seems like it's every year, but I might go with the Cleveland Browns, Spencer Fano and Casey Concepcion. Not my favorite there.
Patrick saying Cleveland as well. Jody.
Sorry, I agree with the Jets, but I'll go Arizona. They got the best player in this draft as a winner. And then I'm not high on what Kansas City did. You did nothing to address protecting Patrick Mahomes. Their O-line is not good, and he's coming off a massive injury. So
I will say a quick loser for me is Cardinals. I don't like the Jeremiah Love pick for them. I'm going to say that right now, and I think I've expressed that before. And it's not because of Love; it's just the scenario. Like, tell me that he's going to be able to have success with this offensive line. You have obvious offensive line issues, and you did nothing to address it. You stayed at pick 3, and you pretty much added more depth to your running back room. I love Jeremiah Love, the running back, but we also have to remember it's got to be with the scheme and the right fit with where he goes. And I don't think that's a great situation for him to go into right now with Arizona, with that offensive line having issues. Your quarterback issues right now. Like, it's not the right fit for me with Love. And so, like, I thought them moving down was still the better route, and I think they should have done what the Jets done, continue to move back, or even more what Buffalo's done in this draft. Move back, get more picks. You're not just a running back away. It makes no sense. You go out there and sign Tyler Algier in free agency. You bring back James Conner. Oh, let's pick a running back top 3 of the draft and not address anything else. I'm sorry, the Cardinals pick for right now with me is a loser pick right now. Not because of the player, because of the fit.
Trevor really coming in hard at the end there. Somebody who arrived late for the show, Vichin, good friend of ours, has been following us on the mock draft shows. Yo, fellas, what did I miss? You missed the draft, and you missed an opportunity at 2 giveaways. You missed the first round of the draft. A $25 gift card giveaway and a $50 NFL.com giveaway. But Vichin, if you come back tomorrow, we're going to be on live as well for tomorrow's middle rounds. We'll have a lot more giveaways to give away to everybody. So hope to see you there. But that's what you ended up unfortunately missing tonight. And then all A's from Ernie for all of us. And Patrick saying Chiefs did a great job. Thank you. Thank you, smickering sarcastically. Final thoughts, gentlemen. Final thoughts. We'll go to Keith first. We'll get his final thoughts in. Let him go first for once.
Yeah. Well, I just got to say thank you to all my co-hosts this evening, man. Coming in here, being prepared. Had fantastic first round at the Pick Is In draft show. All the guests who, not guests, but all the what am I trying to say? Viewers who came in. Sorry, that's what I was trying to say. All the viewers who came in was part of the conversation, dropping comments, being a part of all this. Congratulations to the winner. But can't wait. Gonna go off to the side now, reset, get ready for these middle rounds, and be ready to do it tomorrow. Thanks, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you, Keith, for all your hard work with all the graphics and all the administrative stuff. Awesome job with the graphics. And it was a lot easier seeing the names on the screen and huge help. Let's go clockwise. Let's go to Jody below Keith. Let's go clockwise on the clock. So, Jody, final thoughts.
Good draft tonight. I like what our in-division rivals did. I don't think they really helped themselves out a lot, especially Kansas City. And I like the linebackers that have fallen into the second round. I think if they can fall probably a handful more spots, I think Denver really will consider moving up to get a Jacob Rodriguez or get a Hill Jr. So, and I would be all on board with that. So, all in all, it was fun. Really surprised to see Ty Simpson go 13 to the Rams, but other than that, there was nothing really off the board.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And great job, Jody. Great insight on on not only your divisions that you got, the AFC West, NFC West, and your insight on the secondary. Didn't have any linebackers besides Sonny Styles to talk about, but that's going to change in the next couple of days. So look forward to what you got for us at those positions. Trevor, my friend, my mock drafter, great first day. Great job with the trade updates and giving us the picks as they were coming in. Final thoughts.
Yeah, final thoughts for me. I mean, I want to name another team that was a winner in this first round. The Miami Dolphins, I thought, had a really good draft. Caden Proctor, Chris Johnson. I like what the Dolphins have done. They were aggressive in this class. I know Keith's shaking his head because he doesn't like Proctor. I get it, Keith. But I think the Dolphins had a solid first round, and I think Dolphins fans should be excited of what they've done so far. But no, I mean, plenty of content tomorrow. So please, everybody, like, share, and subscribe to us, because again, tomorrow, I mean, you have Jamal McCoy, Emmanuel McNeil Warren, Evian Terrell, Denzel Boston, K. McDonald, Zion Young, so many, Colton Hood, so many players still on the board, so much talent. I think if you're a team looking to trade up tomorrow, this is intriguing for you. A lot of talent still there. So please join us tomorrow for the Pick Is In draft show as well. We have so much more to get to, and would love to have more football fans just like you in our chat. So like, share, and subscribe. Goes a long way for us, and appreciate everybody out there joining us tonight.
Thank you, Trevor. Again, great job with the trades, and got to do a little better on the trade whistles when they come in. But other than that, great job. But my three co-hosts, amazing. You know, couldn't do this without them. It's been successful, and it's getting better every year. Congratulations to our winners once again. Clayton Huron, $25 NFL.com gift card. And, of course, everybody's friend, Michael Ronquillo, tonight's $50 gift card from NFL.com winner. Tomorrow will be entered again. Come hang out with us. Trevor nailed it. A lot of good players on the board to trade up, but also if you're looking to trade back, my Giants got the 5th pick in the second round. Lots of names on this board that I like and maybe some other teams like that we can move back and maybe get a 3rd round pick, which we don't have. That's what I'm looking for my New York Giants. Broncos get their first pick, hopefully get their first pick tomorrow, unless they decide to do something silly, maybe make another trade out of the second round. We saw Buffalo do it today. But amazing job, everybody. Congratulations again. Can't wait to see everybody tomorrow. Keith, half hour or an hour pregame show tomorrow?
We'll do a half hour tomorrow. So
okay. Yeah, because it's a little longer. It's an hour earlier. Everybody, remember, draft starts an hour earlier tomorrow, so whatever time zone you're in, hour earlier. See everybody tomorrow night.
7 p.m. Eastern time, 5 p.m. Mountain time for those specific for everybody. Just want to throw out
Glenn,
those times.
Good luck getting up. Set that alarm clock, mate, down there in Australia, a.m. I think it is. So get up nice and early. Have some Lion coffee. Have a good night, everybody.